Man, y'all look at, bro, a whole squad over here, bro. I gotta wait a whole nother game. Y'all finna get put off now.
Who win?
There go.
Fuck about no squad, nigga.
Bro, God, there's two niggas over there, bro. Look at that. They playing with a sorry nigga, bro. Oh, we got the game. Oh, I thought we had that bitch.
Oh, yeah, he thought.
I don't know what DeAndre is at, though.
You good?
Look at that squad, bro. They got my nerve, bro.
Pull up and out. I ain't. No help. They pass me here. No, right there.
I don't know what that boy DeAndre is.
What? Why did he move? Hey, Morris. Why can't you might not have a win?
Bro, Jamari, bro, I know, bro, I got proof that I can whip all y'all niggas one-on-one, bro. Stop all that talking, bro, on the team, bro. Talk me and carry, bro.
Got 9 points.
Sorry, for it.
And I get the game. I'm out.
Yeah, broke ass shot.
More. You can't guard me.
I can't guard you, bro. I been locked you down, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God, brother, you got me mixed up with Brent. Yeah, you just run it. The boy will come back whoop y'all ass.
No.
The game right now.
Come on.
I don't know what the other is.
I don't know either, bro. But yeah, I see.
Are you gonna lead 9?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, nigga.
This is they come up. A 78? They gonna get up. We got the free shoes on. The money.
Bitch, you got on a free shirt.
You got all the free.
I don't give a fuck, so don't talk about what's free then. My shirts ain't free, ain't. Oh God, this ain't no white tee, nigga. This shit, nigga got paid $12,000 for this, nigga.
What that is? For a band.
But we don't go right now. You can't put that there.
I put on $12,000.
None of them are short shoes.
Hold up, buddy.
Dang.
Reaching, man.
Everyone got the J's over.
Good.
Hey, Mo, why they win?
Damn, bitch. Oh, that's actually good for me. Okay. Oh, fuck that.
You got scared, bro. control.
Oh yeah, I hit a shot. Whoa!
Yeah. You told him to sit up.
Dang, I got tonight. Dang. Yeah.
Not yet, huh? You stay lying, bro. Oh, man. We said we been studying for the program, but we never do.
Right on you.
We ain't never do. You never be on, nigga.
Who better than a day? It depends on the day.
Bitch, don't even
Say what's up, baby.
You could put a better one.
I can't see you, bro.
And y'all need to go and win because we don't got net.
Alright. You got killer to win.
I should have told y'all to win when y'all played goddamn ASU. Yeah, you let the boy come back.
Shoot it. I want it.
Tell them the season gonna be back.
You always say this shit every week. I'm gonna be back. And when you get back, what you do, nigga? The game lag out.
Damn, Jamarcus.
Who you talking to?
You talking to me when he said, y'all should have came back at ASU.
You didn't play that game, that's why. They could put you in for the last game. But you won't catch the ball.
Don't worry about that.
Nah, I need to worry about it. Nigga, the game took off for just blank his eyes.
Damn, Mark.
I ain't bro.
My name Brunson and the monkey nuts.
What?
You said that shit, man. Hell no, I wrote that nigga.
Oh, you already beat him?
Hell yeah.
I beat him too, bro.
Nah, he's scared to play every. He's scared to play the third game.
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy
Oh, we ain't talking about like real life. We talking about the game.
tears.
Hell no, I didn't
Happy tears. Emoji 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 happy tears.
He think that shit. He beat the dick too much.
I did.
Y'all losing right now.
What's the funny? Laughing in the background and shit. Wide my face.
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
No, bro.
Who are you talking to?
He laughing because y'all was joking.
Oh.
I'm on live right now. What happened to Jamarcus? Nigga, gang laid out in.
Man. That T-Bag in, no.
Why can you got
He's taking like he laying last year.
Had that glass on the face. And he had fat ass goggles on his face. He been in the game.
Them bitch commit to Wi-Fi.
bro.
Where the fuck he at? He left at the park too? Nigga do that shit. I be ready to get off.
Oh my god, I be trying to shoot a shot.
You get on some real squad today, dude.
No ammo. Shit.
Oh, who was it? Shepherd.
Said she'll play with.
They said the only thing they got is Shepherd.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And he said that Shepherd can actually be weak.
Oh, I was talking about it. I was talking to my girl.
Fuck, bro. Yeah.
But look how many niggas in the squad, man. And we got wood, man. Oh, Mike knew from the win.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, be on that big guy net. With some randoms, nigga. All 90s. 189 though.
Yeah.
My team about to be on. We gonna whoop y'all ass with my boys. Might know about to lose, man. Yeah. We on 13, 14 game street. Oh, don't on his ass. They don't make that be that game for that. Oh God, they gotta make this. Jamarcus, sorry. That nigga blew the shot. That nigga Jamarcus, sorry. Jamarcus blew it. That nigga blew the shot. That nigga blew the shot. That nigga Jamarcus blew the shot, bro. Damn. Damn, but you got all that mouth though, but you be the main one blowing your boys' game.
It's like you bad luck, bro.
Yeah, I'm bad look. Y'all take L's when I come, ho. Yeah. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. You missed a wide open 3.
Cause of you.
I know it. Come step back on, man. We finna go get these boys out the court, man. Y'all niggas trash. Alright, I know that shit real. I'm tired of Mike talking something I just don't learn. He don't learn, nigga. I ain't won't back down to nothing, nigga.
You should though, you need to learn.
I don't back down to nothing. Y'all ain't nobody for real. Y'all ain't no real hoopers.
Hold up.
If I had a squad, bro. If I had a squad, bro, we'll beat y'all, bro. Oh, bro, look what I play with. I play with a nigga that barely play the game, and I play with a nigga that ain't got no brain, bro. Come on now, be 100. If I had a squad, bro, y'all niggas be done for. So yeah, who can't score? You just talking now, bro. I ain't even. Alright. Say the person that can't hit no shot.
Alright.
I nigga did one hand ass shit. I don't like this, bro.
Well, you in the middle, ain't?
Yeah.
Alright, you guard me.
Okay. Shit, gonna get our head whooped.
Tell him to run on 1.
He don't want to run on 1. He's scared. Who? Brun said run here 1. Brun, you let Brunson whoop you. I know it. This is what we do around here, man. Come here all the way. All the way, nigga. All the way, man. Yeah, this shit took. Oh, this block right here. He couldn't throw the alley. Oh, hell no, man. I tried to grab. I should just let the ball go on. Throw the bitch out, big butt. He need a ball. He don't know nothing. Everybody I play with just be dumb, bro. These niggas want to play the game. Oh shit. Hell no. That's it, bro. We been get whooped. I ain't worried about it though. But I play with Randall, bro, and sorry for you. Look at that shit, man.
See me like.
This nigga just throw it up some. These niggas trash, bro. I got all the point, majority of the point. Oh, shit. I got 4 points. I got 4 points. These niggas can't score. They need me to score everything. These niggas trash, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I play with trash people, bro. Bro. Okay, he his shit. Too late now, though. This ain't my first game. Sorry, bro. These niggas sorry. Let me the ball, man. Let me go ahead and dunk that nigga for the game. Wow, nigga. You see what I gotta go through, bro. I gotta play these scrub ass niggas, bro.
He's really rocking 2 kicks, nigga.
Both one, right? No, I just one on one. I'm gonna get 9-1.
You're gonna be funny tonight.
Who's gonna be funny? Who put that? Oh God, bro, if I get the squad, bro, I can goddamn ball. Or these niggas pad the ball and score and shit, I'd be straight. These niggas just ass, bro. I don't took 18 got some
What
ass.
happened, Morris? What happened till you beat me?
These niggas ass, bro. I can't do that with it.
The Rockets.
I mean, I score what I score, bro. I scored 6 points, bro. And we had 10. I scored majority of the point. I can't do it all, man.
Wow.
Okay, nigga, you blew a game winner. You blew a game winner. Wow. Your ass up, nigga. Alright. Shit.
Hang on. Hey, you gonna get what we can get.
Hell,
man.
I do like shots of them.
Oh, yeah.
Can't even catch a ball, SMH.
Pai, sério, aquela perninha só dentro.
God damn.
Alright. Might be new gun set. I think they have any.
Oh my God, bro. I got a box up.
Bet.
Wow, wow.
That goose mouth ass boy took that who took Ariana
Goose ass looking at nigga. Let me see that tape, boy. Let me see your tape. Let me see your tape.
Did the one that took Ariana virginity.
Oh.
He took Ariana
Look,
virginity.
look,
So he took it dipped.
Sweetie fuck. Oh, he dipped it.
He took it dipped.
Oh, he took it and dipped.
Yeah,
Damn,
he took it dipped. Yeah, man. He took the virginity and dipped up on him.
Ugly as fuck. What kind of phone he got?
You got a 7?
Oh, mama, I run that nigga for shit right now.
Take that nigga shit on you.
That fuck big ass bird. Don't be shooting no bird.
Alright, that nigga.
Babe, would you like a necklace with an M on it?
No.
No?
Then you gonna have 4 times say me and Terry kind of build like, cause he got
No, because yours is different.
I want me a tennis chain. You got a tennis chain with an M on that bit, then yeah.
Okay.
Tennis chain. I want a little choker one now, you know what I'm saying? A little M right there. Then if you start it off, I'm gonna get collection. I'm gonna have about 6 on around my neck. Then I'm gonna get a longer one with a little cross. My shit gonna be dance, you know what I'm saying? Gonna make your pussy wet every time you see me.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
You want a Cuban link?
Ooh. Get you a rider, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta trim my hair up.
Oh yeah, more.
I ain't gonna do my
What's up? Wait a minute. What's up?
That's their business. Oh my God. It is. Oh my God. Your sister always tells me I have to.
Oh my God.
Look at this. Okay, you want, okay, what you want?
Get what you gonna get.
Oh my God.
You talking about a Cuban link chain or you talking about a Cuban link choker?
I'm just saying, period, though.
I bet the small one, yeah, but not that long ass one.
I know you don't go long one.
Yeah. Cuban link for about a good 3-4. I get like 3-4 10 chain around that bitch. It's over with. On my phone. Iced out. They already call me ice to the game, you know what I'm saying? Gang, you know, like, man.
Yeah, if my hair want to be curled, I can see that. Because it's a whole curl.
You already know what's up with me, man. I do this, man. I've been doing it, man. Iced all the way around, man. Tell Jill to shout at me, man. This ain't hip hop bling, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the old days. It's the old days. Y'all getting whooped. Might not getting whooped. Let's run it, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, come on. Where you at, man?
Come right here. Who the third person?
Yo, come on. What you doing? Broadcast.
What's up, man? Y'all boys that took a L, then? Oh, y'all go right here?
We won.
Y'all won?
Come on.
Can't nobody fight.
I'm trying to tell you niggas step in the squad, bro. These niggas playing. We send the squad in right now. We send that shit up. We send that shit up. Don't worry about it.
It's such a band, though.
Here we go. Let's run it.
Oh, shit.
Hey, man, where you coming in the fight?
You tell nigga, what you think I am, nigga? Mike, bro, I would put my nuts in your mouth, nigga.
I'm just asking, bro.
Alright, bet.
Oh, you stick more.
Bet.
Let's go.
Let's go. You said that you said I ain't scoring 10 points, right? Bet what?
Yeah, I'm sorry you not.
It depend on how they play. I don't know how they play now. I can't bet. See, that one that'd be dumb. Cause I don't know he gonna throw me the ball. I don't know he gonna ball hard. But I bet you ain't scoring past 8 points. Mike can't cook get me. That shit here, man. I ain't coming to paint though. What you mean? Oh, you lucky, my mama. Nigga, you lucky, nigga. My mama, then bro ain't playing.
Who that?
Bro ain't playing, see what I'm saying? I always play with dumb niggas, bro.
You here now?
Yeah. Yeah, I gave it to my dad.
Oh, what the? Say.
Yeah.
Pulling that. Come on.
Get back out, man. I should just dunk that.
Like that.
I knew it would come. Y'all ain't gonna win, bro. Why did? I'm like, what it is?
You go ahead and shoot that bitch, boy.
That way right there. That nigga sorry.
He's saying the same thing about you.
I say the same thing about you. Alright, bro.
More, y'all might lose this game, bro.
Look like you had to find new buddy.
Get your out of here, man. Come on, man. Be real, nigga. You ain't coming in the paint, nigga.
Oh, you just talking.
I know it. You ain't coming in the paint, my nigga. You ain't coming in the paint, G. Yeah, you better. Nigga, you ain't getting nothing there. You ain't getting nothing there. You ain't getting nothing there. You can't do nothing there. You can't do nothing there. I ain't none of them niggas. I know it. Got you running in your. You running this. You running in your space. That's on here, man. Y'all boys ain't, man. Y'all ain't coming in the paint. Yeah, I reprove the point. I reprove the point.
Give me them.
Come on, bitch, you don't come back in the paint though. Yeah, you better hit the three.
Money.
Yeah, stop.
I'm in.
Give me that jump. Oh, it's a block.
Look at boy. Look.
I was behind you, bro. I start trading.
I don't care.
I start trading. I ain't worried about it.
You can come in this paint there.
I come in that paint.
Yeah, come in this paint.
All three y'all gonna sit down now. I already know it. Y'all want me to come down now.
Like, I could be out here by myself.
Then you gonna get embarrassed by yourself too. Just like right now you is. Say.
No, you better do that.
Bro, I had you dunked on, bro. I just ain't want to do you like that. You my partner.
You would not dunk.
If it was Jamarcus, I would have did you dirty.
Hold that.
Be real, man. That three right there. Let's get it. Every time comes. Every time comes. Something wrong with the internet.
He ate.
Oh my God. I'm lagging.
Let's go, man. He ain't ready. Got that boy run out of bounds. Run out of bounds. Throw it out. I knew you were gonna throw it, that nigga, bro.
Cool.
Right.
Got about 6. Pull, boy. Pull, man.
Go on here again.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I'm good.
Alright, then he back. That broke off. Come on, man. Somebody gotta stick that man, bro. Brian sticking him, man.
Brian. Game over. That's a dagger, folks. That's a dagger, bro. Get them.
You better hit it, cause Mike was gonna come in there playing.
Game over.
My nigga sorry, bro. I ain't worried about it. I had more points again on the team. Nigga sorry, bro.
Yeah, on 2K, dude, the point guard trash.
I ain't worried about it.
He's the reason why y'all love it.
I ain't trash, my nigga. I beat you. I beat all y'all 1-1. Alright, then.
Beat up there.
I give me a squad, nigga. I had a squad.
I see what they do now.
How about Mike?
Bro. Bro, I ain't no squad, bro. Niggas I play with them know how to play 2K. Niggas just trash. Y'all ain't that good, bro. Ain't nobody playing defense on y'all. Y'all niggas just wide open. Ain't like y'all doing something spectacular. Y'all niggas doing basic jump. I do my roll. I stop everything that come in the paint. Don't then come in the paint. Cause the niggas ain't playing defense.
So nobody play defense.
Mike only had about 2-4 points, bro. Come on now, be real. I did my part. I always do my part.
You didn't realize Mike didn't have to score.
Alright, but look, y'all want to blame me because my team lost like it was my fault, bro. I'm not worried about what y'all talking about, bro. You listen, bro. You listen, bro. You listen, bro. No, he won't, bro. On my soul, he will.
On soul I can, boy.
Bro, you just talking, bro.
He can go the whole 2-on-1.
Y'all just think, man. I like how y'all just think my players so trash, but can't none of y'all with me 1v1.
I did already.
Can't none of y'all with me 1-on-1 now, and that's on everything I love.
Oh my god.
That's how you care about the
Okay then. So I ain't sorry then. If you can't with me 1-on-1, you can't call me sorry. You gotta play a team ball, cause that's what y'all gotta do, play together. But can't y'all with me 1-on-1 though? I know it, nigga. Cause if you on a team, don't mean cause you on a team you beat the team, you better than everybody on the team, nigga. If you on the bench, you ain't even get in the game, so don't make you nothing. Alright then, my point exactly. Now y'all niggas can't with me. Y'all better keep y'all team. Keep y'all team, bro.
We beat y'all 22-5.
Keep y'all team, bro.
Oh, y'all niggas suck.
Jamarcus. Tall, lanky, sorry, trash, everything. You cannot with me 1v1.
They say the same about me on GD.
Bro, y'all niggas do the same thing over and over. Y'all niggas just ain't playing. The niggas I'm playing with ain't playing no defense.
Alright. You do the same thing over and over.
Okay, bro. No, I don't, nigga. Nigga, I shoot and I lay up, nigga. I don't just dunk, nigga. I ain't dunk none last game.
And then when y'all lost?
No, we ain't low. We low because they ain't play no defense. What you mean? Shit.
So why do we beat y'all?
I'm not finna argue with you, bro. I'm not finna argue with you, bro. I did what I had to do, bro. I ain't even keep on arguing with you, bro. You call me sorry. You call me sorry. What you want to say? It don't matter, bro. If I find a squad though, that's it for y'all, boy. That's on everything I love. Y'all just playing. Y'all playing me with random people and sorry people that who not play. Y'all niggas think y'all good cause that, bro. Cause y'all playing with me. You think y'all good cause y'all look who y'all playing. Cause y'all feel happy about that jump. Y'all niggas not good, bro.
Alright.
What y'all ain't with me when I with the mother boy though. When them two 90s though, and I had about 9 points, and them boys and that pretty sharp had all them points, which I had to say then. All right, then my point is exactly when I have a squad, y'all can't whoop me, nigga. You know everything I love. That's not no squad, man. Man, that man can't play the game, bro. Be for real. You talking about Branson? Be for real, man. That man don't know what he doing.
Alright.
I ain't tripping, bro.
Ain't like.
Y'all gonna sit back on the way though?
Yes, I do.
Man, you don't know what you doing. I know yes you do now, nigga.
Somebody shot.
You don't be doing nothing you be doing.
You ain't never that, man.
But I'm like gunshot.
What you doing?
That wet. You know what I'm talking about, man. Niggas that know how to play ball, pass the ball around, bro.
Yes, I do slide.
Man, get out my live, bro. You don't know what you talking about, bro. You on punishment right now. Why is you even on the game? Yeah. Tell me he know how to play the game. You know how to play that, nigga. You can't even stick Jamari, man. That man be having about 12, 14 points on your head every time we play, but you can play the game. You are not the one. And this man like got 80 something. 85. Show your ass up, nigga. I don't hear that shit.
What he said?
He saying he listening to what's going on and saying he know how to play. You don't know how to play, nigga.
Come get it. That's mine.
So you did that, man.
I don't care. I'm keeping the G. I ain't finna sugarcoat that. The nigga don't know how to play. He got a good player. He got a good player, but he don't know what he doing with.
It's alright, bro.
Man, what about that? They gotta play defense in that point.
It probably ain't even that. It probably that more than him. Like the time to shine.
Man, Brent, I would get the time to shine. He don't give himself the time to shine. If you can't spell it, he can't do it. Bruns had the time to shine when I had my pure shark. What the boy did when I had my pure shark? They can't do nothing. It's like they need me to take over the team. Shit, I don't choose to be the leader. It's like they need me. Where y'all boys at, man?
Yeah.
7-13, pull back up. I got a squad now. Don't tell me y'all dipping, bro.
Do I ever run you, bro?
I ain't say you running now. I ain't say you running. Just say y'all dipping.
I don't need nobody.
I don't care what you need, bro.
I'm here.
I don't care who you need. You need something. You need a brain. But you can't play the game. You stay on punch me every week, so you need a brain.
I'm finna take over now, 9-1.
No, he ain't gonna take over now, bro. Just be quiet, bro. He said he gonna take over, man. Bro, Bruns had plenty of time to take over, bro. When I had my pure shark, what them boy did? Him and Terry couldn't score points. Them niggas can't. They like they need me to be the leader.
We're playing around.
Get your ass up, man.
What he said?
He said I be playing around. Like I come here to talk all this trash just to play around with y'all. Alright.
That nigga be ready to be there.
You know what I'm saying? I be doing what I gotta do. But shit, then soon niggas start missing shots. Yeah, junk here, man. We got some. We got defense.
When we get this.
Soon as I start scoring, it be over with, yeah. I be like, forget it. That broke. That broke. Nigga ain't coming in the paint though. I know that real.
Like,
Nigga ain't coming in the paint. He coming in the paint, that's it.
Only good person you probably got is
Terry, alright.
Yeah, Terry, alright.
Yeah, he alright. But he's just like a little role player. Look at that defense.
You're a little sick, man.
Big game, man.
y'all
Y'all boys ain't even done yet, ain't?
I still waiting on Trayvon.
In the game, boy. That good game. Which I just saw Trayvon, didn't I?
No, you see on Trayvon.
Yeah, come on, the game over with too. I got a squad now. Well, somewhat of a squad. So they ballin'. But not these boys. These boys been step on. Yeah, finally won a game.
We gotta wait.
Trayvon back in the party? We're gonna whoop these niggas, so by the time he get here, we'll be in whoop these niggas. Watch how we beat these boys. They need a sharp shooting strike rate. He made a giant harm for real. My boy's on right now too. This shit, boy, I'm talking about smart. You be in the paint home, nigga. Yeah, stop, man. What about it? We had defense in that paint, man. All I do, all I do is play defense, man. I just saw Trey Long. All I do is play defense in that paint. Yeah, we win, man. All I do is play defense. Give me that jump. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do is play defense, man. Niggas ain't. I ain't try to do that though. That was me. BS and then.
Come get it, come get it.
Who got this young beat?
Come get it, come get it.
He can't. All I do is play defense. Hey, when I'm out, still, bro, just still. Don't on me. Y'all niggas, man. Let's go. What Trevor on that?
Oh, bounce in the house, take that.
There you go. I stand down there.
You got it. You got minimum.
Yeah, bro. I ain't rocking girl no rebound. It's 6-8 though.
After we beat you like 2 more times, you don't line up.
Alright, bro. I guess.
I'm just asking though.
So ahead of my face, man. Bruh, it ain't the point that I'm just. I get you saying I'm losing, but I ain't on squad, bro. But I get you saying.
I know what I'm saying.
I been learned that. It's just the point that I don't give up, cause I ain't playing nobody. I know I ain't just getting whooped, cause I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing nobody.
It means you're a good little team.
Well, the team I'm playing with now, I know they good enough for us to whoop y'all. Cause they play defense.
What?
Yeah, they play defense. That's what I like. A team that can play defense. Not nobody just want to get the ball on offense. Them niggas just want the ball on offense.
You know what I'm saying?
So how is Brunson talking to you?
I'm on live, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Come on my TV when people coming.
I tell Brunson I said shut up.
I don't even think he on here no more. What that thing? Oh, no, I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? I got the squad now. Finally. Yeah, defense. Jordan Harwood.
Oh, bounce in the house, take that.
Gang leg. What?
Push it, baby!
Yeah, defense, man. Foul, nigga, defense.
Get there!
They niggas flanking.
Get there! Come out, man!
Where you get that? Come on, 2K.
Hey, give him that!
Call me.
It's like damn hell.
These niggas came bad, bro. Let's go. That nigga doing too much fast stuff. These niggas might step off. I told you, these niggas. These niggas quit. Yeah.
You heard me?
Where you gonna go?
To the kitchen.
You say you?
Huh?
Alright.
Yo.
Yo, what up, yo?
Nothing. They out here trying to get these numbers.
All the black and white clips, the marchers, but that didn't give you the feeling of what they experienced.
Johnston plans to arrive in Memphis April 4th. that is the day that Dr. King was assassinated. And want to let you know we are hitting the road for Your Town Friday. This week we are heading to Selma for the Bridge Crossing Jubilee. The 25th Annual Bridge Crossing Jubilee kicks off Friday with more than 40 events planned through Sunday. The event also commemorates the 53rd anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery March and
Selma to Montgomery.
There's no way in the world. You're Steve Ballmer. This just in. That's nasty.
Yeah, he did. It was a lengthy high five, too. Remember that Kobayashi and Black Widow will be challenging at that time.
How do you practice that? When did you discover you got a gift to do this?
You haven't tested it, you're saying. Eric Gordon hits it for 39-12. 6 3-pointers already for Houston. We also noticed, too, Steve Ballmer then shooting T-shirts into the crowd with the rocket launcher right after that, too. So, I mean, you're right. It is great for the league just watching as here it is. No, you can't.
No, you can't do that. Oh, you see two? No, you got to give him. No, you got to give him a finger point. He's having a blast.
He was pretty fired up the last time the Rockets were here. That's when Blake Griffin got tossed, took his shirt off, and the owner was excited as the Clipper fans were. And as LA won that game, Austin Rivers inside getting to first points in the quarter for the Clippers. James Harden, 17 points. Chris Paul has not scored, has not taken a shot yet. Does have 4 assists already. Gordon no good on the 3.
Rockets pretty much getting whatever they want in pick and roll action.
Boban Marjanovic called for the offensive foul. Things not going like last night for Marjanovic, who had 18 points in 15 minutes. 9 turnovers already by the Clippers.
Some of that is bad offense for the Clippers, but you got to give the Rockets credit. They played outstanding defense to stop this ball game.
Ball off the screen, and a pull-up jumper, no good.
But again, that's a quality look.
And the lob broken up by Tucker, but he'll be called for a personal foul, his second. First team foul. Now after tonight, the Rockets have 21 games remaining. They've got the game to go on Saturday on ABC against the Celtics, and they head back on the road for 4 more. Oklahoma City, Milwaukee, Toronto, and Dallas, and they cover a good part of the country and beyond as Harold with the slam dunk.
You know, the Clippers, I mean, there's a lot of game left. Chip away. Don't try to get into one possession, but get some stops and begin to get some quality offensive trips. You never know what can happen in this league.
Is hacked by Harrell. First foul on the Clippers here in the quarter. First on Harrell, who came over in the Chris Paul trade. Eric Gordon, a one-time Clipper, but he was drafted by the Clippers. He was in the Chris Paul trade the first time around when Paul was sent from New Orleans to LA. And Gordon went to New Orleans in return. We talked about our Saturday primetime game. The best in the NBA square off in Houston. James Harden, Kyrie Irving. Coverage starts with NBA Countdown at 8 on ABC. Rockets and Celtics tip off at 8:30 Eastern Time. And Jeff will be back for that.
Of course, it's in Houston.
Should I bring up the fact that you're in LA right now? Harrell
has gotten very high on what he brings to the table. Super energy, impacts the game off the bench. When you think about what they got in the trade, you have to be satisfied.
Foul by Marjanovic got Tucker in the head. It's his second foul.
You see Harold. The thing Doc talked about, he didn't know he was this good of a scorer on the low post. Great job using his strength and athleticism to overpower the smaller Chris Paul. What I don't like in that situation where guys, okay, big guys turn around, jump shot. No, punish the smaller guy trying to defend him. And that was his mindset, clearly.
So to your point, Mark, on the trade, Chris Paul didn't want to be here, so you had to move him. And yes, you have to find salary to match up to some good players who are going to deal. But to get Lou Williams as a round install, to get Harold, you get a first-round pick in the deal. And again, Patrick Beverly hasn't played at all because of a knee injury. The Clippers did okay. The fact that they had to move a future Hall of Famer who didn't want to be here anymore.
Now, that being said, I'd rather have Chris Paul, sure. But if you had to get rid of him, they did an outstanding job of acquiring talent.
Harold gets another basket. And because Paul was traded and did not opt out of his contract and sign a new deal, he can still get that max $200 million deal from the Rockets when his contract is up after the season. Gordon way off. Teodosic. Williams got a reach off his feet, but can't hit the three. And Holman, called by Scott Foster. Chris Paul kind of stared at Scott for a little bit and has a word for him.
Continue to run the offense. Harold.
And Harold's got the hot hand. Out to 19.
He's looking, saying, they can't guard me. It's nothing like playing against your former teammate. Nothing like it. You've been talking trash ever since you've been with them in practice, and you look forward to these matches.
Harold's got the last 8 points for the Clippers. Here's Gordon for three. It's good. 7 3-pointer for the Rockets in the first half. And a turnover by the Clippers. So they give up the three after gaining some momentum and then turn it over. Gordon's got 11 points on the night, averaging 19 per game. Here's Paul. Tucker corner three. That one off the mark. Rivers with the blow by. Teodosic to Harold. Harold's got 10 here in the corner. Gordon will try it again. That's off Harold. Houston will keep. James Harden checking in. Harden, Los Angeles native, went to Artesia High School in Lakewood. He actually visited his old middle school yesterday and is helping contribute financially to some facilities there. Outdoor and indoor basketball facilities.
He plays in this league. Does an outstanding job making a difference.
You gonna be able to beat it?
Ariza makes 8 threes for the Rockets here in the half.
I'm sure you a deal I'm trying to get.
Austin Rivers. Not close.
Okay, oh,
47-24 Rockets. Clippers just 1 of 11 from 3 here at home.
You ever look around at Mother Nature and just think, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Mind blown. Charbroiled sliders, starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Last name took an L, but you're not a bounce back. What's an L? The rap singer took a loss, and now he's okay.
Right. Yeah, you can get a mortgage that avoids PMI, but there's no way to avoid MIP.
Hey! This will help. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans makes the complex simple.
So, origination fees and...
This takes care of it. Thank you. Understand the details and get approved in as few as 8 minutes by America's largest mortgage lender.
Not bad. Right. I woke up in beast mode with my girl.
clearly reflecting what that line do.
Finishing up your taxes, huh?
Yeah.
You should have an expert review your return before it's filed.
Can I do that? Don't touch the screen.
H&R Block Tax Pro Review. Have a tax pro check your return and file it for you.
H&R Block.
You're a hell of a pilot. Maybe even better than your dad. It's time to step out of his shadow.
I can find the page. Let's do this. There's something you need to see. They've evolved. Ready for this? Well, he's pretty big. Fire everything you got! Rated PG-13.
As an allergy sufferer, you're wired differently. Nasacort is different too. Unlike antihistamines, it targets more of the allergic inflammation that causes your congestion and other nasal allergy symptoms for 24-hour relief. Nasacort stops more of what makes you miserable.
Why is Copper Chef the #1 cookware in America? It's the only cookware with Ceramatec. It's super non-stick. Eggs slip and slide. No oil or butter. Melted cheese? Not a problem. Plastic cup peels right off. Pancake batter rolls out. Burnt milk? Gone. The stainless steel induction plate means rapid heating corner to corner. And is 100% chemical PTFE and PFOA free. You know it's high quality when you see Copper Chef's copper on the inside and copper on the outside. Go to copperchef.com or these retailers to get yours.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start with just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Michelle Beto with his Taco Bell studio update. Pelicans, Spurs, great finish late in the fourth. Each one more knocks down to 3, give the Pelicans a lead in the closing seconds. Rudy Gay for the tie, no good. Pelicans win, move up to 5th in the West. Guys?
Yeah, they get the same number of losses now as San Antonio. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Get ready for the best traction on and off the court. Get weather ready. Goodyear, more driven. Jackson is roving here. Big back in Los Angeles where Chris Paul is shooting a free throw because of a technical foul on Chris Harrell as he was joined with P.J. Tucker walking off the floor before he went to commercial. In the last meeting, there were 5 technicals, 2 ejections, and then eventually 2 suspensions to start with the Risa and Gerald Green of Houston.
A big win by Pelicans. And can we please stop? The best big man in basketball is Anthony Davis. And we have some great ones. But you give me the #1 pick as far as big men are concerned, and I'm taking him.
If it would be 2 people, then I would have both of them with ice.
There are some people that say
I like how my job
that he's climbed into the MVP race with the way he's playing.
I mean,
I don't know if I'd go that
it's
far.
alright.
James Harden.
That's a solo group right there. That's James Harden. And that's not
the
enough
first one,
anybody else.
I like that one more.
Guys that say they're in the
I like the
discussion.
second one
It's
too.
James Harden.
But he didn't want no
And if I was Anthony Davis, I would agree with him.
Given the fact they've lost to Marcus Cousins, another all-star.
No, I like the gold. You gotta be gold with the ice with diamonds. You can't be solid gold.
Anthony Davis has been spectacular.
You like that? So, silver, you like
How about the West? With San Antonio losing to the Pelicans, the Clippers, technically they're in 8th. They're 1 loss out of 3rd place.
I like the color. I like the gold
It's
color.
going to go down to the wire.
So I try to keep everything the same.
A lot of
Gold,
teams trying
gold,
to
you know what
jockey
I'm saying?
for
Gold,
position.
white,
The
you know
team
what
trying
I'm
to make sure they get
saying? I
in.
don't like to try to have
It's
silver,
interesting
gold, dude.
season thus far.
And if you're a team like the Clippers, you're not just playing to get in, you're playing to get home court.
And you're preaching that message every day as you got through.
Paul with a pull-up. And he's 0 for 3 from the floor, just 1 point. He does have 5 assists. His second game back here at Staples Center as a member of the Rockets. Harris gets that one to go. Seventh NBA season for Tobias Harris. He's over the Blake Griffin trade at the end of January. Capella, Ariza, excellent hustle. And Tucker trying to fit that one in there. Capella from Ariza.
You have your best players being unselfish. becomes contagious throughout the line. Miller's fine by a reason.
6 in the quarter for Capella, 10 points for the game. Austin Rivers has 2 points, 1 of 4 shooting. DeAndre Jordan just left good ball here. Anthony Davis, you look at the fact he's got 540-10 games in a calendar month, which is the most of any player in the last 35 years. James Harden had 4 in January 2017.
And he's a big-time defender. I mean, there's nothing on the court that he cannot do. That's what makes him special.
They won 7 in a row now. Shot clock at 2 for Babuta. And Jordan with his 8th rebound. 4 minutes to go in the half. The Rockets by 26. They led by as many as 27 earlier. And Williams able to connect from the free throw line.
It's just a grind for the Clippers to score against the Rockets right now. And when the Rockets score, it's pretty easy basketball.
Clippers shooting just 37%, 1 of 11 from 3. Rockets are at 44% from three-point land, and the same overall shooting here in the first half. Harden step back 3. First shot attempt for the second quarter. Rivers with the scoop. And score.
Good job. Doc Rivers always talks about he wants his team to play with pace, pushing the basketball and cheating his house.
Rivers thought he got all ball, but is called for his 3rd foul here in the first half. 13th foul on the Clippers. Doc trying to get C.J. Williams in here and get Rivers to the bench. Harden 17 points on 7 shots, 6 of 6 on the foul line. Capella able to get up. Wow, how about that play by Clint Capella? Wow.
He's so improved as a basketball player. A lot of credit goes to former #1 pick John Lucas. He's done a great job around the guys that develop their skills.
Hey Chris, how's the move going?
On TV.
I get it, new house, new truck, but it looks like you can use a breather. Let's roll. I can change it.
I
never wanna hear you say that. Hey, you guys need help?
Yes.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. The Black Panther lives.
There are moments that define a generation.
Do you like big juicy steak? Do you like freshly steamed lobster? Do you like the word and? Then you'll love Outback Steak and Lobster. Backed by popular demand, only $15.99. So hurry in now. Outback Steakhouse. Aussie rules.
It's 6 a.m. 40 million Americans are waking up to a Gillette shave. And at our factory in Boston, more than 1,000 workers are starting their day building on over 100 years of heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. Today, we're bringing you America's #1 shave at lower prices every day, putting money back in the pockets of millions of Americans. As one of those workers, I'm proud to bring you Gillette quality for less, because nobody can beat the men and women of Gillette. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
We're Voya. We stay with you to and through retirement.
So you'll still be here to help make smart choices?
Well, with your finances, that is. We had nothing to do with that time.
Voya, helping you to and through retirement.
I want you to go really deep this time. Be strong, be tender. Amaze me.
Switch to Cricket and get a year of unlimited data for $40 a month, plus a free LG Fortune.
Brilliant. Let's see it again.
Smile, you're on Cricket.
You see my resume. You imagine who I am, what I look like, where I live. But look past the things that won't make a difference to find someone who will. Search for greatness. Search indeed.
With this new space-saving garage door opener from LiftMaster, your garage can be anything. So you can do everything. Another smart solution from LiftMaster.
Try to contain your excitement. The Daddies are on Blu-ray. Daddy's Home 2. Buy it on Blu-ray today and get a bonus digital copy of the original movie.
Right now at Burger King, you can get 2 cheeseburgers, fries, and a drink for just $3.49. And you can get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.69. That's 2 great deals on the King Savings menu, only at Burger King.
An NBA Wednesday presented by State Farm. A very streaky year for the Rockets. They had that 6-game win streak earlier, followed by the 14-game win streak. Then they go on a 5-game skid right after the 14-game win streak. Now they've won 13 in a row coming into tonight. Only 5 teams in NBA history have had 2 14-game win streaks in a season. The last team was Phoenix in 2007. You know who the coach was then, right? Mike D'Antoni.
Is that a trick question?
No. Pass broken up. He'd be the only coach to do that, by the way. To do it twice in one season on 2 different occasions. Teodosic throws the 3-pointer. First 3 for him. Here's Harden. No points here in this quarter, but had 17 in the first. And that was enough to put Houston up 34-12 after 1.
And you look and you say, okay, why would the Houston Rockets need Joe Johnson? He gives them a different look than P.J. Tucker, the guy that can play the power forward position and give you more scoring. That player is not challenging jump shot, but give you more scoring. And a proven guy that has the ability to go get his shot when it matters most.
Isn't it just one more body, too, to throw it Durant?
Well, that's the mindset, but you can't jump over the other team. You start looking at one team, you don't want to be on vacation and somebody else has to worry about Durant and his group.
Daryl Morey, the GM of the Rockets, has been pretty clear, saying they are obsessing about beating the Golden State Warriors. That's what they think about. Teodosic hits a 3.
I understand it, but think about winning. Be obsessed with winning because nobody's penciling in, everybody's penciling the Warriors, but anything can happen anyway.
Well, look, last year, most thought when Tony Parker went down with an injury that the Rockets were sure to beat San Antonio. And Houston played very poorly after that and lost that series. So at a halftime coming up. Speaking of San Antonio, Pop got ejected tonight. Michelle and Jalen will have that and much more. Inside a minute to go. It's a 12-4 run by the Clippers. Williams, though, can't get the 3. And now here's Harden pushing tempo. And Harden takes it all the way and has 19 points.
Poor job by Teodosic in transition. Stop the basketball. It's almost like on a movie set. You kidding me?
We are in Hollywood. Teodosic. Nobody picked him up. And he banks it in. Harden, so good at that. Drawing the contact, banking it in. And another free throw coming. His hesitation here, Mark.
You can't just ask one guy to defend him. But I'm watching this after James Harden knocks this shot down. Going to the line for a possible 3-point play. Chris Paul stands up off the bench, gets everybody attention, and says, we've got to get a stop on the other end. That was too easy. We didn't see that in the past with the Houston Rockets.
Leadership, and it's leadership on the defensive end. James Harden is 22.7 of 7 at the free throw line. He averages an NBA best 31 points per game. Great defense by Tucker. It ends up in the hands of Harris. And he's got a three. Clippers have it down to 18 now. Can they get a stop? One-on-one. Harden against C.J. Williams. 3 seconds to go. Harden for three at the buzzer. No good. Rockets were dominant in the first quarter, but the Clippers caught fire in the second, shooting 70% from the field to get back within 18. But this was the signature moment of that first quarter. James Harden gets Wesley Johnson to take a seat, stares him down, and buries a three. Try to halftime coming up next.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by Sprint. Works.
The tip. The buzzer, no good. Rockets were dominant in the first quarter, but the Clippers caught fire in the second, shooting 70% from the field to get back within 18. But this was the signature moment of that first quarter. James Harden gets Wesley Johnson to take a seat, stares him down, and buries a three. Try to halftime coming up next.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by Sprint. Works for me.
Hi. Anyway, you look amazing.
The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
Drink some? No thanks. I'm still driving.
Before there could be a nation, there had to be people willing to fight for it, to take on the world's greatest challenges, whatever they might be. So the U.S. Army masters not only tactics and strategy, but also physics and chemistry. We make battle plans and create breakthroughs in medicine, science, and engineering. Our next mission could be anything, so we prepare for everything.
It can be hard to let go. But you got this with Total Wireless.
All right, text me when you get inside. Don't forget. Love you.
Get the Samsung Galaxy S8 they love for a price you'll love. On the nation's largest and most dependable 4G LTE network. And the hard things become a whole lot easier. Move to Total Wireless. It's $25 per line for 4 lines. No contract. Total Wireless. Total confidence.
Mom, you're strong.
Oh, you bet I am. The Egg White Grill, so you can bring on the day.
Saturday, prime time.
Guys,
Irving, swerving, ball in the stream. And Chris Paul said, kid, ain't no crossing the game. Two of the strongest teams the league has seen. So, Rockets, Saturday at 8:30 on ABC, presented by YouTube TV.
Sweetie, I need you to get off the internet.
What? No, we're dominating.
I don't care, because between you and the teenage face chat party upstairs, there's no bandwidth left, and I need to work.
Because somebody shouldn't have gotten internet from the phone company.
Just get offline. And tell them to get off, too.
I can't. I'm the cool dad.
Well, what does that make me?
They call you that.
Slow internet is evil.
Though also cool mom.
Really?
Spectrum is crazy fast. Phone company internet bad. Spectrum good.
Buying groceries adds up. I spend a lot of time saying, no, put that up. That's why I choose Max. I get cash back when I pay with my Max Visa debit card. Max calls
more and earn cash back with every swipe. At least I'll get cash back.
Max. Smart money made simple.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime.
Welcome inside our NBA studio with Jalen. Michelle, Rockets are up 61-43 on the Clippers at the half. Young Wesley Johnson might have retired. But let's take a look at what else is going on around the league. Pelicans
just
Spurs.
wrong, bitch.
I mean, I feel bad for the kid. First quarter, Spurs up 5. Rajon Rondo drives to the basket, gets the bucket.
The key to being a veteran, just like Rajon Rondo, the ability to reinvent yourself on multiple teams. He's playing really well this year.
Aldridge would eventually leave that game. Second quarter, Pelicans down 9. Anthony Davis with the dunk. He had 26 and 15. Third quarter.
So there's the Spurs. They lost Tim Duncan a couple of years ago. Tony Parker's been ineffective. They lose Powell.
They lose Pop
to not playing. LA leaves during the injury and Pop gets ejected.
Yeah, a lot going on tonight. And Spurs lose, and Pelicans. Moving on.
Hopefully they get Kawhi back one day.
Thunder Mavs, second quarter. Dirk and Nowitzki scoring his 31,000th point. That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Getting buckets over the right shoulder, Captain Dirk.
Jeremy Grant in the fourth. This is a, I mean, we would call it a travel in most parts of the world. Mavs down 2. Dwight Powell grabs the offensive board, ties up this game. We go into
Mavs
overtime.
playing with a lot of effort, Bees.
It's like they didn't get the memo.
They got the memo.
They got the memo. Look at the West standings. Thunder messing around with the Mavericks tonight. They did secure a very important win. 3 through 10 teams in the West. It's so close. All 8 teams are within 4.5 games of each other. And yeah, things are moving every single time. But who cares? Because what is this? James Harden.
Oh my goodness.
My God. Sir.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to play that 17 more times.
911.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, Gramps.
Hey.
No. You brought the dog again? Roger, good luck. But you don't. Okay, gentlemen, let's show these rookies who's balls.
Toyota, let's go places.
You know what the other guy's idea of seafood is?
A squished fish patty on a bun.
My idea of seafood is Popeye's Butterfly Shrimp Tackle Box. 8 shrimp and all fish for $5. Stick it with chicken, go for my $20 meal deal.
Now you're binge watching up to 11. For a limited time, get 4 unlimited lines for only $35 each. Whoa. And with Netflix included, you can watch on any screen. At T-Mobile.
New Mountain Dew Ice, a clear, refreshing Mountain Dew.
As a warrior, I go to battle quite often. But I never miss my shows thanks to YouTube TV. $35 a month gets you 40+ channels, including live sports with unlimited DVR storage space.
$35. That's not a lot. Okay.
At IKEA, we believe that everything you need should be within reach. In an affordable dream kitchen that works as hard as you do. IKEA family members get 15% back when you spend $2,000 or more at the IKEA Kitchen event.
Discover new Dove Men Plus Care Foaming Body Wash. Pump, foam, hydrate. New Dove Men Plus Care Foaming Body Wash.
You know what the other guy's idea of seafood is?
A squished fish patty on a bun.
My idea of seafood is Popeye's Butterfly Shrimp Tackle Box. 8 shrimp and all fish for $5. Stick it with chicken, go for my $20 meal deal.
You want more of that? We got half season, half price. Wow, what a finish! Get access to all the teams. We gotta see it! The pricing, no sweat. Oh, you just want to watch your team.
All about us, go.
Anytime, anywhere. It's that easy. Fire it up on all your connected devices. For NBA League Pass, go to NBA.com/League Pass or purchase with the NBA app.
Welcome back to the Toyota halftime.
Tonight after this game, stick around for SportsCenter with Stan and Neil. Anthony Davis had an incredible month of February. We could rattle that off, that whole thing.
MVP race officially.
Tonight's Bud Flights is brought to you by Toyota. Besides the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen, what else do you see from James Harden?
James Harden, again, like this guy, his offensive prowess is just something to behold, seriously. The ability to handle the ball, his strength.
How can you
just
keep a straight
amazing.
face right
I'm
now?
about to call the LAPD. There's been an abduction. We need a first responder. We're not going to contaminate any of the evidence. But, I mean, wow.
What did Wesley Johnson do to him?
You need yellow tape, white chalk.
Like, that was something you do to an enemy over many generations. That was hate.
Hey, man.
I can't. I will watch this 7.
And the thing is, when it happened to you, you see Wesley almost cracked a smile.
What can you do?
When he fell down, you're like, oh, man.
Wait, did you see Trevor Ariza on the sidelines
That's more
celebrating?
than a broken ankle. That was almost a torn ACL.
He rested his arms down and gave him a couple seconds to try and redeem himself.
Where's the phone? I need to file a complaint.
I mean, okay. Anyways, that's, yeah, I guess there's an actual game for us to talk about. But at the end of the day, that play will be what everyone's discussing. Because I've never seen anything like it. Other than that, though, the Rockets are just being the Rockets.
Absolutely, and they're shooting a three-point shot. They spread the basketball around. It's a fun brand to not only participate in, but obviously watch. The team that has the best record overall in the NBA. You see James Harden with the penetration, kicks it out to Trevor Ariza, right corner 3. And every time you see Eric Gordon or Ryan Anderson, seems like they're always 2 feet behind the three-point line. Back-to-back trades for Eric Gordon, who's been terrific this year. The Houston Rockets are an improved basketball team and a legitimate threat to the Golden State Warriors.
Let's roll that one more time. If we
Yeah, let's do that.
Just so before, you know, everyone's
Someone down, 911. Oh my
Then he puts
goodness.
his arms down.
We need some forensic scientists for this.
Buries a 3 in his face regardless. That is disrespect on a level that I admire.
Was it first 48 hours?
Wow.
Man.
Did he do something to his mom? Like, what is that?
Goodness.
Clippers owner Steve Ballmer also performing well tonight against Joey Chestnut. What was happening?
Is that slobber?
Am I in some weird universe?
Oh,
Second half
they're going to need Ballmer to play. Don't eat too much.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Ours is still buffering. What's happening?
You're experiencing a network delay. You both need to be watching that on the iPhone with Verizon, the best streaming network. How long have you been here? I've been here a couple days.
Get the best unlimited on the most awarded network. Buy iPhone 8 and get one on us with no trade-in required.
Drink some? No thanks. I'm still driving.
You're still here.
We're Voya.
We stay with you too and through retirement. I get that Voya's with me through retirement. I'm just surprised it means in my kitchen.
So that means no breakfast.
Voya, helping you to
And through
retirement.
For a limited time, Wendy's Double Stack is just $1. A quarter pound of Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and melty cheese, all for just $1. You may never see a deal this good again. So get a double stack for $1 from Wendy's today.
Ours is still buffering. What's happening?
You're experiencing a network delay. You both need to be watching that on the iPhone with Verizon, the best streaming network. How long have you been here? I've been here a couple days.
Get the best unlimited on the most awarded network. Buy iPhone 8 and get one on us with no trade-in required.
Two shades of blue collide in a Sonic blockbuster rematch. North Carolina is hyped for a season sweep, but Grayson Allen looks for one more signature dub. UNC Duke, Saturday at 8:15 on ESPN.
Crystal just spiced up the $3 meal deal. For a limited time, get 3 Chipotle cheese crystals and fries for just $3. Made with Chipotle mayo and ghost pepper cheese, these hot new crystals will save you cold, hard cash. Get them while they're hot at Crystal.
Your home, your community. It's not where you live, it's where you belong. It's where you put down roots, build your business, and achieve your dreams. We started here, have grown here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. Guardian is the local credit union. Think local, think Guardian.
Crystal just spiced up the $3 meal deal. For a limited time, get 3 Chipotle cheese crystals and fries for just $3. Made with Chipotle mayo and ghost pepper cheese, these hot new crystals will save you cold, hard cash. Get them while they're hot at Crystal.
Welcome back to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. The Houston Rockets trying to win their 14th straight game. They lead the Clippers at halftime by 18 as we look at our bold stat brought to you by Tecate. Both teams shot about the same, and that's because the Clippers in the second quarter made 70% of their shots and scored 31 points after being outscored 34-12 in the first quarter. Only one free throw attempt for the Clippers, and the Rockets forced 11 turnovers. And Chris Paul sharing a moment with legendary comedian and legendary Clipper fan Billy Crystal. The two became very close during Paul's 6 years here in Los Angeles. They passed Mark Jackson. Did you get a hot dog at halftime or not after the Joey Chestnut, not Steve Ballmer?
No.
Yeah.
High five me if I did?
No, I would not. I know what you did have. You have a Burger King burger, our king of the court. Yeah, how do you convert that?
That's a good assist from you. James Harden making plays, gets into the seams, long pass to Capella again in transition, finding guys, Ariza Waddle, not just making plays for his teammates but for himself. How about that one-on-one? Awesome. Westbrook Johnson, sit down. Knocks down the long ball. That's just not fair. And then taking the contact, as good as it gets in this league, and taking contact and finishing. Stellar first half for James Harden.
22 points on 10 shots, 5 assists, and just 1 turnover for Harden. Chris Paul did not have a field goal in that first half, had 1 point, 5 assists. Here's Clint Capella. He had 12 first half points. The Clippers were led by Tobias Harris and Montrezl Harrell with 10 apiece.
I had a chance during halftime to talk to the Clipper announcer and former San Antonio Spurs. We take a look at James Harden. Numbers in the first half, awfully impressive. 17 in the first also, but talk to Bruce Bowen, former Spurs champion, about the move that James Harden made on Wesley Johnson. And can you imagine if that was Bruce Bowen that fell and James Harden stared him down and knocked down the three? Bruce would have did something. There's no question about it. He'd have went through the body of James Harden.
So you're surprised there was not some sort of retaliation by someone on the Clippers?
I mean, give James Harden credit. He did his job. But old school, that's not going to take place. And I'm not just an old has-been running my mouth. That's just the way we played back then. And this guy, certainly, there's certain guys who'd be like, man, come on, I watched you play. You ain't doing that. No, he would have did something dirty.
And also you consider the history here, recent history. Again, the last time they played here is Tobias Harris takes it to the rim and slams it down. Get all those technicals and suspensions. Let's check in with Israel Gutierrez.
Thanks, Dave. I actually tried to talk to James Harden about that play, but he was having none of it. But I did talk to Eric Gordon about it, and Eric was just kind of shocked. He said he was laughing about it. He said he was probably more surprised that nobody ran out that James Harden as he held the ball there for 4 seconds and stared at Wes Johnson, guys.
These days we hung afterwards. You tweeted and I retweeted.
Paul comes back, gets his first field goal of the game, now has 4 points. Now, you and Doc both were bringing that up in our production game before the game. Rivers gets the rim about how much friendly banter there is.
And Doc Rivers, He's older than me, but we played against each other, I'd say, at least 10 years at least. And we had respect for each other. We were both point guards. We played against each other a ton, but I didn't have his number until afterwards. He didn't have mine. We weren't looking forward to hanging out. That's a good thing today, but sometimes it goes a little overboard.
Austin Rivers just got his 4th foul.
And his son would hug guys after the game and he said, "You know him?" I'm your dad. I didn't know you guys were tight like that. Waiting after the game and hugging and high-five.
And he said it was somebody that he knew from AAU, and that's the thing, everybody knows everybody because they go back so long playing against each other in AAU ball.
It's a difference. Before AAU on your neighborhood or your city, now it's all over. You know guys who doing work all across the world.
And a timeout here by the Clippers. Harrell called for a 2nd foul. It's a 17-point game. Early 3rd quarter in Los Angeles.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites.
Chicken fingers. Clyde to glide. Yes. Low cut socks.
No way.
Papa New Guinea?
That's amazing. I need an agent like that.
I got you, Glide. You worked hard for those. Give them the protection they deserve. Come on.
Napoleon Bonaparte at the Battle of Waterloo. Let's go.
Battle of Waterloo? Those guys are good.
Spy Slammer Jammer.
No way.
That was easy. That last one was so easy.
This is a can't-miss event. Get to Nissan now for big President's Day savings on road with ProPilot Assist that helps keep you centered in your lane. The technology of tomorrow, available today. Get big savings on our entire lineup now. It's time for an upgrade. Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event for exclusive President's Day offers. Now get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models or save up to $10,260 on select models.
You ever look around at Mother Nature and just think, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Mind blown. Charbroiled sliders, starting at just $1, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
New Mountain Dew Ice, a clear, refreshing Lime Dew. What are you doing, Budapest?
I'm a translator. You?
Industrial equipment.
And we're going to become friends.
Is that what you want? Red Sparrow in the Harvard, eh?
DirecTV gives you more for your thing. Your top-rated thing. That 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, 12 out of 10 would recommend thing. Because if you only want the best thing, you get the #1 thing. DirecTV is rated #1 in customer satisfaction over cable. Switch now and get a $200 reward card. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-800-DirecTV. You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Get ready for the best traction on and off the court. Get weather ready. Goodyear, more driven. With Mark Jackson, Israel Gutierrez, Dave Pasch in Los Angeles, you look at the top 2 teams in the West, Rockets, Warriors, and what they have remaining. Do you think it matters if the Warriors have home court? Should they face Houston in the conference final?
I believe with the Warriors, obviously champions, it doesn't make a difference. Ideally, they want home court advantage, but they have proven to have the ability to win on the road. I think it matters more to the Houston Rockets. And that, even saying that, the Warriors are the elite teams in the West are still good enough to beat the other teams in their building, but just so you can feel better and have a better chance. And obviously the role players play better come playoff time at home.
Both teams have been so good on the road. The Rockets are 23-7 away from home. They've won 7 in a row. Now they won 10 straight at home. Play Boston Saturday night on ABC back in Houston, and then go back on the road for 4. And the Warriors are east right now. There's a turnover by the Clippers. 4-on-2 Houston. Paul gives it up to Hart, and he passes to Ariza, but the 3 not there.
That makes the NBC have home court advantage. Work for it all year long and lose it the first game in postseason. Sure. We can overreact to having that also.
DeAndre Jordan had Harden on his hip, and Harden commits the foul, his first. Now the Rockets, should they finish tied with the Warriors, they do not play again in the regular season, and Houston won the season series 2-1. Houston also swept Cleveland, 2-0 against the Spurs, 3-0 against Minnesota, so they fared very well against the top teams in the West. They're 0-1 against the Celtics. Another Clipper turnover. That's 13. Ball all alone. Tucker tips in the missed 3.
And last play defensively, James Harden, in the past, he would have given up that play. Gets back into the picture, active hands, and comes up with the deflection, forcing the turnover.
Chris Paul with the steal. Number 5 in NBA history in steals per game, Chris Paul. Setting a screen here for Harden. Harden too strong in the 3-point try, but the Rockets get a second chance. Hard, great pass. Capella, another stop.
Billy Crystal, like, man, that's so good.
You were telling Billy about your bobblehead night. He was wondering if you actually had one. He wanted it for on his mantle at home.
You acting like I just freestyled, telling Billy I had bobblehead night tonight at St. John's University. No, the conversation was steered that way.
Oh, okay. It just came up somehow, huh? He did actually mention that St. John's had a couple good wins.
Thank you.
So, full disclosure.
But yes, what an honor.
Somehow it led to bobblehead night for Mark Jackson tonight. Chris Mullen sent you this text earlier. Is that an accurate depiction of you at that age?
You look at the good hair, the smile. I look the same in my opinion. Hey, what you want, man? What's so funny? You act like I said a joke. But in all honesty, I think I walked the halls of St. John's University so many years ago and to have a bobblehead night to be acknowledged. And have a brother in Chris Mullen be the head coach. I'm just honored and blessed. And thank you.
That's very cool. Tobias Harris for the basket. The fact that Mullins at St. John's, Patrick Ewing, another friend of yours, the head coach at Georgetown, is a new story right now in the Big East.
Those 2 guys that are brothers for life.
Capella goes and gets it, and he was fouled by Thornwell who tried to break up the pass. 13 foul on the Clippers in the quarter. First on Sindarius Thornwell, the SEC Player of the Year for South Carolina last year, helped them go to the Final Four. We're only a couple weeks away from March Madness. Capella went from a 17% free throw shooter his first year to 59% this year. Take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. Tomorrow a doubleheader on TNT. Phillies at Cleveland. I'm sure they'll be talking about all the signs that are up, begging LeBron to join the Sixers. Minnesota at Portland, and Saturday at ABC will be in Houston for the Rockets. Also Monday at NBA TV. Detroit's in Cleveland. Portland is here to play the Lakers.
He's that great of a player. The guy will have a triple-double for his career. Over 30,000, over 10,000, over 10,000. I'd put up a sign, too.
Yeah. It'd be an interesting mix with the young talent they have there in Philly. Here's Tobias Harris. He's really worked on that board in this game. 41% three-point shooter this year, a career high.
Talk about March Madness. I really believe that they're going to get a sleeper that's going to win the whole thing.
It's been such a weird year, hasn't it? With some of these non-basketball powers like Auburn and Clemson having good years. And of course, you still have Duke and Carolina. They're playing this week for the second time. Trevor Ariza picked up a foul. But that doesn't seem to be the topic that people are talking about when it comes to college basketball right now. The only discussion seems to be about
salary cap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, paying players and scandals and coaches and major programs being named and FBI investigation.
Tough times, disappointments. I really believe the first thing, let's let these kids come straight out of high school. They have the opportunity to come out of high school and turn pro. Let's allow them to do it. It's the right thing, and to me, it's a no-brainer.
That's an NBA rule, not an NCAA rule.
It should be changed, and I'm sure it will.
The question is, do you make it like the NFL, where you have to be 2 or 3 years removed from high school, or do you just say anybody can go whenever they want?
No, mind your business. Anytime you want to go, I understand the football rule because it's a man's game, and you got to be physically ready. But as far as whenever you feel like you're able to go pro, let them turn pro. That's the right thing. We're not looking out for the best interests of the kids. The best players in the world the last 10, 15 years came straight out of high school. So we're not doing, we can't say, well, it's better for them. So they've made millions of dollars, and to their credit, they've been outstanding people too. So it's not about flawed individuals.
One of the star players is on the floor tonight. Lou Williams came right out of high school. He's in his 13th NBA season. He's 31 years old. Went to high school just outside of Atlanta. Harrell inside gets 2.
Clippers doing a good job of climbing back into this game.
That was 27 in the first half. James Harden gives it up to Bob Ute. And Bob Ute turns it over 3-on-3. And Williams blocked by Harden. Out of bounds will stay with LA, although the Rockets are trying to get it changed. And both Scott Foster and Scott Wall said they didn't see it.
Upset, it looked like it went off the hand of Tobias Harris, fighting for the second chance opportunity, clearly.
Yeah. And if the Clippers were to get a 3, it'd be a big basket here, but Eric Gordon punches Austin Rivers shot attempt out of there. We've had no post-whistle issues save one time in between quarters when Montrezl Harrell was joined with P.J. Tucker. It didn't look like much, but they did call it technical. No basket foul on the floor as Harrell got grabbed by Capella. His first and the 14th foul on Houston. Nene and Joe Johnson check in. Ariza and Capella to the bench.
When you look at Harrell, to me, he reminds me a lot of Kenneth Faried and the things he did when Denver was so successful. High energy, explosive. He played a 4 or a 5.
Williams, and a foul called on Nene as Williams hit the stanchion. Second on Nene. Lou Williams, a 90% free throw shooter, will go to the line.
Clearly contact.
Lou Williams, 6th man of the year with Toronto back in 2015 and the clear favorite to win it again this year. Play the Verizon postseason push on NBA in-play for a chance to win tickets to the conference finals. Choose a game, set your lineup, and boost each player's scoring, all while watching the game live. Download now and play. A quiet night for Williams, just 1 field goal, but his free throws get the Clippers within 15. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Clippers playing the second game of the back-to-back. They were in Denver last night, won that game. Harden's pass broken up by Tobias Harris. Transition opportunity for the Clippers, but Houston gets back. A 10-3 run by LA. Harris carries a to make it a 12-point game. About 20 points for Tobias Harris. 10 of the quarter.
Score. I think if you're James Harden, you have to have the mindset right now to think score. They're playing in the past of basketball. They're having more aggressive looking to score.
And the timer is down to 5. Harden throws it away. Bob Moute is back turn. 3-on-1. Thornwell gets the layup to make it a 10-point game. Update Clippers are great. James Harden upset with Bob Moute. Wasn't looking for the pass. His coach backed him up as James Tony's hot. 10-point game.
This is nice, right?
On March 9th.
There's someone else staying here?
Never. If you were.
Is Tamara home? I think you have the wrong trailer.
To a stranger. Based on true events.
Why are you doing this to her?
Stranger, so you know, theaters March 9th.
Welcome to Burger King. Try the 2 for $6 mix or max deal, now including the crispy chicken.
This is weird. Yeah. You guys practice this?
Nah. That's 2 Whopper sandwiches, 2 crispy chicken sandwiches, or mix one of each for just $6. Only at Burger King.
New Olay Whips. Powerful skincare. Now light as air. A breakthrough moisturizer. Delightfully whipped for instant absorption. Feel a light as air finish in a flash. New Olay Whips. Ageless.
This is a can't-miss event. Get to Nissan now for big President's Day savings on road with ProPilot Assist that helps keep you centered in your lane. The technology of tomorrow, available today. Get big savings on our entire lineup now. It's time for an upgrade. Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event for exclusive President's Day offers. Now get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or save up to $10,260 on select models.
You're Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the new Sprint intern.
Huh. Sprint Plus.
Intern. Clever, right?
I was just
looking at getting an amazing iPhone 8. They have an all-glass design, advanced cameras, A11 Bionic chip.
I'm going to...
Yeah, now you're going to give your second phone to your new friend. Wow! Oh man, it's amazing.
Now get one iPhone 8 and get a second one on us. Or get the unrivaled iPhone 10 for only $30 a month. Switch to Sprint to get the best price for unlimited.
As an allergy sufferer, you're wired differently. Nasacort is different too. Unlike antihistamines, it targets more of the allergic inflammation that causes your congestion and other nasal allergy symptoms for 24-hour relief. Nasacort stops more of what makes you miserable.
If I go this way, I could pancakes and pancakes, but if I go that way, I could omelet someone.
Hey, let's go to IHOP. They have all kind of omelets that come with pancakes.
IHOP's omelets come with pancakes.
At Coors, we built the most powerful solar array at any one brewery in the country, producing 22 million beers each year, powered by the sun. Coors Light, whatever you're not, climb on.
3.5 minutes ago, the Clippers were down 22 points, but they've scored 15 of the last 18. They've held the Rockets without a field goal the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds. It's a 10-point game. Harden with a nice feed, and they can't finish. Clipper ball.
A lot of credit's got to go to Thornwell on the defense he played against James Harden, getting back into the picture, fighting over screens.
Rivers goes into Ney, and Harrell gets pushed in the back. And the Rockets are in the penalty, so free throws here for the Clippers.
You defend, you compete, good things will happen. Certainly happening in this third quarter for the Clippers.
It's kind of been their story all year. It's a team that at one point was 7 games under 500. And and now is 5 games over. 7-3 since they made the Blake Griffin deal, which got them a pretty good player in return of Tobias Harris. Now, Avery Bradley comes over in the trade. He's hurt. He's going to be out the next couple of weeks after sports hernia. Patrick Beverly, who they got in the Chris Paul trade, was supposed to start. He's out with a knee injury for the year. Yet they found a way to be in the playoff mix. Doc Rivers in this group, he says it's been one of the most fun groups he's ever coached. They deserve a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
Eric Gordon comes back, drills a 3.
Credit to the coaching staff and credit to the players. Throughout the league, people looking to make excuses. They just found a way to continue to compete.
Lou Williams starting to get it going. He's in double figures now with 10 points.
They set that screen to get Caldwell off of James Harden and force somebody else to defend him, and the coaches immediately double team.
They ran Austin Rivers at him to join Lou Williams. Here comes Rivers on the other end. Again, they've got Nene on Rivers on the switch here. Shot clock is at 5. Thornwell missed the shot. Did a good job to get past Gordon, but couldn't finish. James Harden, beautiful shake. Fouled, and he's 7 of 7 at the line, 22 points. 2 more free throws coming.
It reminds me so much of a great running back in football that doesn't mind contact. He's driving with a purpose, creates the contact, takes the hit. He's so good and effective at finishing.
You want to keep going with the running back team. How about the start and stop and the vision 2 to find the right driving lane? This is free throw line. Doubleheader on ESPN Friday with the Raptors and Wizards. Toronto has the best record in the East. And then it's the Wolves without Jimmy Butler in a fight just to get into the playoffs. Even though they're in the 3rd spot right now, they have the same number of losses as half a dozen other teams. And Utah's not out of it. They're 31-30. Have that win streak to get them back in the playoff race in the West.
How can I do a football analogy and you can't let me live? Everybody knows you do a great job calling football games. Can I have a moment?
Trying to help you, trying to enhance your point. Here's Gordon on the drive, gets it to go off the window.
He's so good. The only thing that really stopped him for a moment was his health. When he's healthy, he is a tough matchup on the offensive end and an underrated defender.
Harrell with a great opportunity. Beast in the low block.
Can't guard him. So skilled. That's a big time move. I don't know how much contact was there, but that's a big time move by Harrell.
And a 4th foul on P.J. Tucker. Williams to the bench. The second unit like last night. They were down 19 last night. The Denver scored 41 in the 4th quarter to beat the Nuggets. Got in about 2:30 in the morning. Turned around and played the team with the best record in the NBA tonight. And fighting back from 27 down, they're within 10 again.
That's why, as crazy as it sounds, it's not about wins and losses all the time. Are we competing? Are we getting after? Are we putting ourselves in position? When we have a reason to quit and lay down, we continue to fight. Doctor has got to be satisfied with the energy and effort of his team.
Chris Paul 3 is blocked by Harrell. Harrell with the catch and the stop. Deep 3, Gordon gets it.
So that's the difference. Last night against the Denver Nuggets, Clippers put on a run. A young team searches and see who's going to stop the Nuggets. The Houston Rockets are not panicking. They got proven guys over there that can flat out get it done.
Eric Gordon now has 20. 5 3-pointers on the night. Clippers with an empty possession. Here's Gordon, same spot, different result. Austin Rivers on the attack, and he couldn't get the legs. Mute blocked by Harrell, and the foul is called.
Crowd upset with that call. Good job by Harrell getting back into the picture.
Pushed into the back with the left hand maybe.
Yeah, it's a block, but it's clearly contact with the body. The right call was made.
And we'll take it to the bounce on the first attempt. And Lou Williams back on the floor. Houston trying to win its 14th consecutive game. It would be the Rockets' second 14-game winning streak of the season. And the lead is back to 13. There's about a 9-second difference between the clocks here at the end of the third quarter.
The right decision, instead of trying to go 2 for 1, make sure you get one quality look.
Williams to the basket, and made that look easy, as he often does. Here's former Clipper Chris Paul, 1 of 7 from the floor, 4 points. He does have 6 assists. Teodosic on him with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Paul gives it up. Mute did not get the shot off in time. The Clippers were down 27 at 1 point. 34-12 at the end of the first quarter, and found themselves way back in the game. Lou Williams, a big reason why. Houston by 11 with 1 to play.
This is a can't-miss event. Get to Nissan now for big President's Day savings on road with ProPilot Assist that helps keep you centered in your lane. The technology of tomorrow, available today. Get big savings on our entire lineup now. It's time for an upgrade. Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event for exclusive President's Day offers. Now get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or save up to $10,260 on select models.
Gatorade G2, half the sugar with all the electrolytes.
Let's go.
Made to help you handle the heat and bring the fire. You were made for this, and Gatorade was made to fuel it.
I solemnly swear to love you, to cherish and adore you.
I can't help but to come back to you.
It'll just be you and me.
And that irresistible special sauce.
Rediscover your love for the Big Mac and its special sauce. And for a limited time only, try the Mac Jr. and Grand Big Mac.
Now you're binge watching up to 11. For a limited time, get 4 unlimited lines for only $35 each. Whoa. And with Netflix included, you can watch on any screen. At T-Mobile.
Finishing up your taxes, huh?
Yeah.
You should have an expert review your return reports filed.
Can I do that? Don't touch the phone.
H&R Block Tax Pro Review. Have a tax pro check your return and file it for you.
H&R Block, from the director of The Fast and the Furious.
Here goes nothing. Better hope not.
Let's get the money. Hurricane Heist.
Hell of a day.
Rated PG-13. Only in theaters March 9th.
Saturday, prime time. Diving, urban, swerving, ball on the string. And Chris Paul said, kid, ain't no crossing the game. Two of the strongest teams in the league is seen.
Celtics, Rockets, Saturday at 8:30 on ABC. Presented by YouTube TV.
You'll notice something about us. Even though we've built a best-in-class network, connecting hundreds of millions of devices nationwide, putting TV on more platforms than ever before, and delivering enough bandwidth to power whatever comes next, we're still not satisfied. We remain 100% committed to improving every single day. Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be. At Spectrum, we're your friends and neighbors. So connecting you to what matters to us. That's why we're bringing 10,000 jobs back to the U.S. while investing billions in our state-of-the-art fiber-rich network. We won't rest until your expectations have been topped. And even then, we probably still won't rest. Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be.
Welcome back to Los Angeles. Doc, that first quarter looked like it could have been disastrous for you. How were you able to climb back in this one?
We just don't ever go away. I mean, we just hang around. We played awful tonight, played passive. Overall, at the end of the day, it's an 11-point game. We'll take it.
What was the defensive adjustment against James Harden that seemed to work?
None. It really wasn't. I didn't think we were that aggressive. I thought Sindarius came in and put some pressure on him. I thought that was better.
Yeah.
Well, Harden has 6 points since the first quarter, 23 tonight. The Clippers have shot over 60% from the floor since the first quarter, and it's an 8-point game. Bamute blocks, but it's going to count. Goaltending on DeAndre Jordan. Harden with 23 points on 11 field goal tries. 20 for Eric Gordon off the bench. Tobias Harris with 20 to top L.A. No look pass by Teodosic. Good hustle. Thornwell. And then, what was that? We're going to say basket interference. You really see that on a dunk attempt. So you get goaltending on one end and basket interference on the other. And that's 2 missed dunks by Jordan in the game.
Especially that time, an opportunity to finish it, close it for the league a little bit. And unfortunately for the Clippers, couldn't do it.
Paul turns on the Jets, goes baseline, and gets the bounce. Just his second basket. He's got 6 points in his second game back to Los Angeles as a member of the Rockets. Teodosic from outside.
To me, early in the season when Chris Paul was coming back from injury, I didn't think he had his gear. To me, he's got his gears back. The ability to change pace, change speeds, and get to his spot.
You see it right there. Although he couldn't connect. Look at the hustle by Capella. Ariza. Capella again, but they're going to call up for a foul here. Going over the top of DeAndre Jordan. Mike D'Antoni, Rockets head coach, wired for sound tonight.
That's what the fans did. So here we go, guys. Come on now. Get to those dangerous so they will make you fall asleep. We can't do that. Can't fall in their trap. Like a rope with no mode. All right, guys. These first 3 minutes are going to be critical. Take care of this game now. Critical. Don't let them back in it.
Houston trying to win his 14th straight game.
Oh man, Mike D'Antoni with the Muhammad Ali reference. Little rope-a-dope back.
Yeah.
I like it.
Chris Paul with the strip, fires to Joe Johnson, and he nails a 3-pointer. Back to a 15-point Rocket lead.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm, here to help life go right. And in part by Degree Deodorant. It won't let you down.
Chicken fingers. Low-cut socks. Carrots, but organic. Organic carrot.
No way.
Artificial intelligence.
I need an agent like that.
Pass on the Java.
This is a can't-miss event. Get to Nissan now for big President's Day savings on road with ProPilot Assist that helps keep you centered in your lane. The technology of tomorrow, available today. Get big savings on our entire lineup now. It's time for an upgrade. Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event for exclusive President's Day offers. Now get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models or save up to $10,260 on select models.
Fries seasoned in Mexican spices, dipped in warm nacho cheese sauce.
Sounds delicious.
Someone doesn't want you to taste them. Taco Bell's not your fries. Right to their monopoly. Why are they doing this?
Who's they?
The burger people. They.
This Friday.
We gotta talk about this dude is all over the internet.
They called him a guardian angel.
Stop. You're not a cop. Somebody has to do it. Ain't no stopping it.
I hope it was worth it. Death Wish. Rated R. In theaters Friday.
There's a reason hallways are the new runways. Why we don't need a ballet to see graceful moves. Why the court doubles as a dance floor. Why the best dramas aren't always at the movies. And why people are hyped to stay in on Saturday night.
Assist of the game brought to you by State Farm. 7 assists each for Paul and Harden.
They do a great job of setting the tone. We know they can score, the Rock. But unselfish play becomes contagious. We talked about it earlier. Both guys looking to get guys involved time and time again on the offensive end, sacrificing their own offense to make plays for their teammates, putting them in position to be a tough team to defend. That's quality basketball. 14 assists between the two of them.
Think about it, Mark. There are 4 players in the NBA that average 19 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. 2 of them are on the same team, Harden and Paul. The other 2 are Russell Westbrook and LeBron James. Not a great shooting night for Paul, but they haven't needed his offense. And again, Harden has only taken 1 shot this half on the floor, yet they still lead by 15. Scored the last 7 points after the Clippers got it down to 8. Sam Dekker on the floor for the first time. He promptly puts up an air ball. Paul trying to shake him. Couldn't finish it though. Williams goes to the rim and finishes. Amazing, in his 13th NBA season, he's having his best season, at least in terms of scoring. He's 16th in the league in scoring. Also career high in assists for Lou Williams. Wow. Deep attempt by Chris Paul, and he's now 2 for 11 from the floor. This layup by Rivers. Paul, great no-look pass to Capella.
Capella upset and some contact, shoving him in the back. But great job by Capella, running the floor with tremendous speed.
Alley-oop to Jordan on the other end. Just the second basket for DeAndre Jordan tonight. Now the Rockets won last night, or the other night, 2 nights ago in Utah without Eric Gordon, Capella, Ryan Anderson. Anderson not playing tonight. Chris Paul ineffective shooting the ball. Eric Gordon has 5 threes. That one wouldn't go. And Chris Paul fouls DeAndre Jordan in the backcourt. That's the 3rd on Paul. 3rd team foul in Houston. No fouls yet on the Clippers.
See off the pass by Chris Paul. Capella by himself. A little shove in the back. That's a foul.
Yeah.
You can't miss that call. I mean, that's right there.
Both Capella and D'Antoni were arguing that. To no avail. Shot clock inside of 10 seconds. Ariza gets tangled up with DeAndre Jordan. Rivers not close on a three-point try, but a loose ball foul on Houston. Second foul on Trevor Ariza.
To me, if you're Clippers, the ball in the hands of Lou Williams and played through him.
Rivers just 3 of 12. Teodosic guarded by Paul. He'll try a three-pointer. Rebound Capella.
Thought he did a poor job turning down the first open one and found up with a worse shot.
There's that change of speed again by Paul, and the excellent dish. Johnson unable to knock down the three. Teodosic broken up by Gordon. Clippers ball sloppy here. Last few minutes on both ends. James Harden checks back in with 23 points. 17 of those coming in the first quarter.
The guy had like 9 layers of clothes on.
The poor guy who's got to pick it all up back over there. Harrell misses twice inside. And Capella tracks down the loose ball. And Harden mugged by Teodosic. That's the first foul on the Clippers here. Second, or first foul on Teodosic. Tobias Harris back on the floor. I know that Blake Griffin isn't here, and he was a big catalyst in what took place in the last meeting on January 15th, but I'm surprised it hasn't been more of a chippy game. We haven't really seen any extracurricular activity. I know there was that one technical on Harrell, but that was kind of innocuous.
Well, I'm not surprised, and the reason why is you see Capella with the finish. New guys on the floor, all these constant guys, Austin Rivers, who was involved, DeAndre Jordan, who doesn't have that type of mentality and knows a lot of these Rockets guys, and then Lou Williams, who doesn't have that mentality and plays them. So, to me, I didn't think it was going to be overblown at all.
It was interesting. Doc Rivers said he thought there would be some chippiness, while Mike D'Antoni didn't expect that. He was with you. He didn't think we'd see much. Harden picks up the foul as third.
There's no thugs in the NBA. There's no concern.
There are 5 technical fouls, 2 ejections, and then the reported incident after the game where it led to the eventual suspension of Trevor Ariza and Gerald Green. Green has not played tonight for entering the Clipper locker room. Chris Paul and James Harden reportedly were peacemakers and were not disciplined. Harden didn't play in that game. Neither did Austin Rivers, as you said, and that was, again, one of the players that they were coming to see and speak to in the locker room along with Blake Griffin.
Well, that's a nice way to put it.
Change it up for you.
Listen, remixed versions.
Hey, remember Blake Griffin said, he asked if I was coming to his birthday party. I said I wasn't sure. I believed it. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Houston 5 to shoot. And that's exactly what you said when you trash talkers, right? You ask them if they're coming over after the game for a milkshake. I watched that 30 for 30 with Reggie Miller. I know that's exactly what you were telling Reggie to get him going.
No comment, man.
It's still one of the best ones, by the way. I mean, there have been so many good ones, including the Bills, the Belichick, Parcells, but that one, just watching you and how you worked your teammates.
Don't try to choose me right now. Don't try to choose me right now.
But it was so good, man.
They do a great job. They absolutely do a great job. Reggie Miller, Hall of Famer, one of the all-time greats. It was fun and an honor to play in Indiana. Those were great memories. There you have it.
Fourth foul on Harden. Lou Williams at the line.
They should do a 30 for 30 with you and Bill Walton.
No comment.
I would watch that.
You don't even watch our broadcast.
Yes, I do, man.
Yeah, that might take longer than 2 hours to get that one. And by the way, we're told Eric Gordon has left the floor. Don't know what's going on there. He has missed the last 4 games because of an illness. As Harden gets to the rim. And James Harden now with 25 points. His first basket of the half. Here's Tobias Harris. Joe Johnson tapped it to himself, I guess. It seems like the Clippers have run out of gas here after playing in Denver last night. Steal by Harrell. He's still playing hard. Brings a tremendous amount of energy. Johnson pokes it away, though. Paul leaves it for Johnson. A reasonable try. And that's the 13th Rocket three-pointer of the night, and the lead is back to 18.
Again, unselfish basketball. Joe Johnson could have taken that wide open three. Turns it down and finds Trevor Reeves in the corner by himself.
Clippers have gone 4 minutes now without a basket as the Rockets have taken control of this game once again, trying to get to 48-13. The record for wins for the Rockets franchise, 58 back in that magical 1994 season. They'll be 10 away from that with 21 games remaining after tonight, assuming they get a win number 48 here in LA.
I'm going to go out on a limb and tell you right now, they're going to break that record. And that's not even, I'm not going out on a limb. They're going to get it done.
The question is, do they get to 65? I mean, that's not a stretch. They'd have to go 17-4 in their last 21 games. They've lost 13 games all year. I mean, it's not out of the realm that they could get that. This will be their 14th straight win if they hold on. They have not lost since January 26th at New Orleans. It'll be their 3rd perfect month in team history if they can finish this off. Harden's got 25 points. Corner 3 for Joe Johnson, no good. Capella, another rebound. And he's fouled. 12 rebounds, 20 points for Clint Capella.
I thought you could make the case. He could have very well been also. What he does for this basketball team, you can take for granted. Look at their success. He plays a tremendous role and a key factor.
You would have to think a candidate for most improved player in the NBA. Boston had a 16-game winning streak earlier this year. Houston a 14-game streak, and they would match that with a win tonight.
To me, to talk about Capella, I'd say the other guy in the discussion is Spencer Dinwiddie from the Brooklyn Nets. Forgive me if I'm forgetting anybody else, but those 2 guys have certainly made a jump in their improvement.
Dinwiddie leads the NBA in assist-to-turnover ratio. He's had a really nice season. Harris on the cut and the dunk. Tobias Harris now with 24 points.
Did you have that Dinwiddie note on the top of your head? Because you haven't done a Nets game in a while.
No, it's been a while.
You just do homework across the board just in case?
Get those league stats, in mornings of games. If you check your email, it's in your inbox.
Why are you looking at me like I hold the zip box?
Harris knocks it out of bounds. Another guy, he's not going to win it, but another guy that has really gotten better, and he's already been an All-Star, is Kemba Walker. He's had an incredible year.
Yes, but he can't win that.
No.
He's already proven and established, but he has.
They had won 5 in a row until losing tonight. Chris Paul scoops it up and in for his 3rd basket. Rockets with 20 assists. Harrell couldn't handle the pass. We're going to see Houston on Saturday against the Celtics. They already lost to Boston. A foul here on C.J. Williams at timeout. Now the fireworks going off in Anaheim. No fireworks post-whistle tonight. They've all been in-game by the Rockets.
Try Degree Ultra Clear Black plus White. Saves your white clothes from yellow stains and black clothes from white marks. Still with 48-hour sweat protection. Try Degree Ultra Clear Black plus White. It won't let you down.
Right now at Burger King, mix and match 2 crispy chicken or Whopper sandwiches for just $6. That's 2 crispy chickens made with 100% white meat seasoned chicken filet, or 2 flame grilled Whopper sandwiches, or 1 of each for just $6. The 2 for $6 deal, only at Burger King.
New Mountain Dew Ice. A clear, refreshing Mountain Dew.
In 2045, they called our generation the missing millions. Not because we went anywhere. There's nowhere left to go. Except the Oasis. A whole virtual universe.
I only came here to escape. But I found something much bigger than just myself. Are you willing to fight?
Ready Player One. Rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX. March 29th.
Drink some? No thanks. I'm still driving.
As a warrior, I go to battle quite often. Shows thanks to YouTube TV. $35 a month gets you 40+ channels, including live sports, with unlimited DVR storage space. $35. Okay.
DirecTV gives you more for your thing. Your top-rated thing. That 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, 12 out of 10 was recommended. Because if you only want the best thing, you get the #1 thing. DirecTV is rated #1 in customer satisfaction over cable. Switch now and get a $200 reward card. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
And I played with some great players, and probably nobody to caliber James.
That's why you go out and get, future Hall of Famer like Chris. His detail and just the way he thinks the game is on another level.
What I came here for, being able to play off the ball and share the ball and competing at a high level and having fun at the same time.
It's even better than what I thought, actually, but I had no doubts.
Well, some said it wouldn't work, but boy has it. Chris Paul and James Harden have been one of the best tandems in the NBA. Tonight they have combined for 33 points rather, and 15 assists.
And people said it wouldn't work. I didn't have concerns because both guys, outstanding basketball players. And it reminded me when I was a kid, you're probably still too young to remember this, but as a Knicks fan growing up, we went and got a guy by the name of Earl the Pearl Monroe, Hall of Famer, to join in the backcourt with another Hall of Famer, Walt Clyde Frazier. And people said no way it would work. They were two of the best in basketball. But both guys were winners. Both guys were unselfish. Both guys were willing to sacrifice, and they went on to win a championship. I wore number 15 my whole life until I was in high school. I was so upset when I got there. Somebody else was wearing number 15. Earl the Pearl Monroe was my guy, and part of it was because of his willingness to sacrifice for the betterment of his team.
You had to change numbers, but it worked out okay for you. And you got the bobblehead night tonight. St. John's got to win in double overtime.
How do you go from that to the bobblehead night and just,
showing how, things worked out for you. You didn't get your number that you wanted.
But just like Chris Paul and James Harden, if you want it bad enough,
you would be willing to do whatever it takes to get it done. And give those two guys a lot of credit.
There are still some that are withholding opinion until the playoffs.
How do you withhold opinion? It's been a slam dunk.
Not saying it's not working, but James Harden in the playoffs has had some bad moments. And yes, now he has another player to take some of the burden off his shoulders. But I think it's fair for some to say they need to see it in the playoffs and really believe it.
Goodness, man. Are you kidding me? For those folks that say that, did they look at his numbers in the playoffs? The guy has been off the charts. He struggled at times, but he's been off the charts. And this has been a slam dunk, putting these two guys together. I feel like Bill Walton all of a sudden.
So, how do you, if you're evaluating it, what is a successful season if you're a Rocket fan?
The goal is to win it all. But one team will win it all. And that does not mean they're the only team that accomplished a successful season. You can be fooled into believing that it's championship or bust. That sounds good. But this team is building towards something, and give them credit. They are certainly in the discussion for an opportunity to win it all. Take that.
This is the second free throw. Coming up after our game, Stan and Neil, just across the street. Anthony Davis, what a month he had. I don't know if it's an MVP push because Harden's really running away with it. Third straight buzzer beater winner by a George Mason guard, and dinner with an old friend, Kevin Durant and Michael Beasley. That's coming up next on SportsCenter on ESPN. Rockets led by 27 at one point. They trailed for only 23 seconds in this game. And they're going to win their 14th in a row. Their second 14-game win streak. To make it 15 in a row, they'll have to beat the Celtics on Saturday night on ABC. Inside a minute to go. By the way, you said you feel like Bill Walton. You're welcome to join us anytime you want, Mark. Doris made it through a telecast a couple weeks ago.
She was so excited working with you two guys.
Oh, no, she wasn't. I heard some of your broadcast with Dick Vitale and Ryan Rucco.
Where you headed, man?
Well, some of it when you got to speak, I did hear that. You want the same. I think 10 seconds difference in the game of shot clocks. Carroll was the best one. Now that was entertaining. I enjoyed that. That crossover was fun. That's a fun thing we do at ESPN. We had QB and Jay Billis do a game together. DJ was doing a college game, and Dickie B doing an NBA game with you, and Bill Walton joining us.
I mean, Dickie B, one of the best to ever do it. Hall of Famer. It was truly an honor and a privilege to work with him. I had a blast. I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of energy for a guy, what, I believe 78 years old.
It is amazing. His energy is unbelievable. Has a great passion and love for hoops. So the Rockets go 12-0 for the month of February. Their first perfect month since 2008, only their third in team history. And they improved to 48-13, the best record in the NBA. The Clippers had won 2 in a row. They dropped to 32-28. James Harden back home in Los Angeles did most of his damage in the first quarter. And a little bit of extracurricular activity after the game here with some folks needing to step between Montrezl Harrell and a couple of Rockets. There was a technical called on Harrell earlier in the game. But now it looks like only pleasantries are being exchanged after that moment. So for Mark Jackson, Israel Gutierrez, our entire crew, Dave Pash signing off from Los Angeles. The Rockets have won 14 in a row. SportsCenter will discuss that, and I'm sure they'll show James Harden's sweet mood on Wesley Johnson, along with other NBA highlights and much more coming up. There it is. We'll see more of it next on SportsCenter. Good night for now from LA.
Do we need a locker room cam?
I hope not. Doc says he's going to build a wall. Wait till you hear that.
And Houston's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's all upside down. Hey, we got this college basketball player. You're not going to believe him. We got the latest on Sean Miller. Tom Izzo orders his own gag order. And we got a huge show in all the NBA.
Sports Center, come on back.
You are a hell of a pilot. Maybe even better than your dad. It's time to step out of his shadow.
And I've had the patience.
Let's do this.
There's something you need to see.
They've evolved. You ready for this?
Well, he's pretty big.
Fire everything you got!
Rated PG-13.
What's life like with fast, unlimited data? Check it out. With Metro PCS, you step into the latest trend. You like this? Do it.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm in the clouds.
Share it. Watch it spread. You've been following. Now be followed. Get Metro PCS and enjoy a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S., just like AT&T and Verizon, for less. Switch now and get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out.
Coming up on SportsCenter from Los Angeles, fear of the beard, sure, but try not to let it embarrass you. Kyrie Irving channels his inner Danny Terry. We have NBA fever. Kevin Durant goes home and then he goes to town against the hometown team. Plus, Durant does dinner with childhood friend Michael Beasley. And meet Mr. SportsCenter. He plays for George Mason. I mean, this dude is so clutch. Yeah, this dude from George Mason. Find out who he is. SportsCenter, Los Angeles. Right now. I mean, that dude is something else. You're going to meet him later in the show. He's Stan. I'm Neil. It's SportsCenter from Los Angeles. We flipped a coin on what we were going to show to start. Stan took heads and the Pelicans. I took tails of the Trailblazers. Now that the Trailblazers weren't playing.
Anthony Davis has been playing, but he hasn't been playing, if you know what I mean. Davis, ever since DeMarcus Cousins went down, has just put the Pelicans on his back. Facing the Spurs on the road. Kawhi Leonard in attendance for this one, but still not playing with that tendon problem in his quad. Rajon Rondo up top for Davis. Davis on his way to another double-double. 10 points, 8 rebounds at the half. Meanwhile, Spurs would lose another star to injury. Rondo driving. LaMarcus Aldridge watches right ankle. He comes down awkwardly. Spurs already lost 4 of 5 coming in. Afterwards, he was seen with that ankle wrapped up. Aldridge was. He would leave the game with a sprained right ankle. All right, so Spurs, more drama in the third quarter. They're up 12. Keep your eyes on Greg Popovich. He immediately gets up and begins yelling at the official about something. He continues to follow the official as the Spurs bring the ball up court. And finally, the officials had enough, and Popovich gets a double technical. It's 2 at once. 3rd ejection this season. No other NBA head coach has more than 1 ejection this season. All right, here we go. 23.7 seconds left. Pelicans inbounding up 1. Drew Holiday immediately fouled. So Holiday looking to make it a 3-point game from the free throw line. Here's his second shot, looking to put the Pelicans up 2. Misses his second free throw. Davis grabs the board here. So the Spurs are forced to foul. Here's what Holiday said about Davis bailing him out.
Oh my gosh, I don't think y'all understand how big that is. First not to go into overtime. It was close though. Again, maybe. Appreciate you, Anthony, for saving me again.
Pelicans have been seeing a lot of overtime lately. Back to the game. Davis needs 2 points to average 35 in the month of February. He's at the line, makes his first one. Needs 1 more. And he's got it. Davis with 35 in February, 26 points and 15 rebounds. And the Pelicans continue to roll. 7 in a row for New Orleans. They take this one 121-116. All right, so let's take a look at this by the numbers. What a month for Davis. Averaged 35 points, 13 rebounds. First player since Moses Malone with 35 and 10 in the calendar month. Malone did it in back-to-back months with the Rockets in 1982. Davis did it defensively to average more than 2 steals and 2 blocks per game to go with his 35 points. Joins Michael Jordan as the only player to average 35, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in a month. Jordan did it in February of 1987. And Davis has been at his best during the Pelicans' 7-game win streak, averaging 39 and 15. This is the 5th player in NBA history to average at least 35 and 15 over a 7-game span, with all of those games as wins.
Boston appears to have refreshed its grid since the All-Star break. Look who's back. Gordon Hayward, he showed up. Celtics had a team photo shoot, so he was in full unity. Of course, he hasn't played since at the very beginning of the season. Kyrie Irving, by the way, doesn't believe in Photoshop. Being guarded by Kemba Walker, knocks down the jumper there. Kyrie Irving here, blocked by Nicholas Batum, but gets it back. Baseline, he's got it. Take another look. Weird angle. Irving 16 points in just over 10 minutes in the first quarter. Second quarter, Celtics ahead by 4. Irving, jumper. 24 points in just over 15 minutes in the first half. Celtics by 8 at half. Third quarter, Celtics start to run away with it. Up 17. Irving working Walker. Get dizzy with it. Celtic fans, oh my. Oh my. With that little Gronk there. Irving, 34 points in just over 24 minutes. Shot 13 of 18 from the field. The team was 12 of 20 from 3, 60% from 3. Celtics by many.
Rockets and Clippers, as seen on ESPN. James Harden and company on a 13-game win streak. Look at what Harden did in the first quarter. And, well, Wesley Johnson is going to get tired of seeing this. Harden put the crossover on him and then stared him down before he nailed the shot. Let's find out how long that stare lasted. 2.3 seconds, and then he hits the shot. This is how it sounded on the broadcast.
You think that'll be on Sports Center? Oh, absolutely. You think they're going to play more than one time?
Yes, that would be affirmative. All right, let's look at all the reactions, because that's the real fun in all this. Look at Johnson's reaction while he's on the ground. He's like, oh, you got me. I know I'm going to be on not top 10, and Harden's going to be on top plays, and the whole thing. Clippers towel guy, he's got his hand over his mouth on the sideline, and Johnson, he can just laugh as he runs down court. Here's DeAndre Jordan. His facial expressions, always good. Now, watch the bench's reaction after Harden's move. They all get up.
Dudes are just
and go crazy. John Stewart can't believe it. Harden, 25 points and 7 assists. Now, here's all the different reactions in the stands. Check out all the fan reactions, and Johnson smiling too. Wesley Johnson, I'm sure, a good sport about all this. Because, hey, you play in the NBA, you're going to get got. And he got. Anyway, the Rockets, by 25 points and 7 assists from Harden, they win again, 14 in a row. Israel Gutierrez with Harden after.
James, the last time these two teams played here, you weren't on the floor. How important was it for you to come in, do your part, and get Chris Paul to win here in this building?
Extremely important. We lost twice to this team, and you know, Chris didn't play the first game. I didn't play the second, so it felt good to have us on the court here. We wanted to come out and keep our streak alive.
Yeah, so it's the second 14-game win streak you've had this season. How impressed are you with the variety, the versatility that you guys winning in many different ways?
That's what it's about. You know, in a postseason, there's going to be different ways, variety of ways to win games, and you have to figure it out. And so tonight, we got up big pretty early. They fought back, and we just kept our composure and finished the game off the right way. So next game.
Got to ask you about that cross-up on Wes Johnson there. What's going through your mind? How much fun was that?
I felt good, man. I've been in my bag all year, so it was just one of those moves where I had to make him dance a little bit and made the shot.
That was classic. He's been in his bag, and he had to make him dance a little bit. Rockets, as Izzy mentioned, 14 straight wins, back to their longest win streak of the season. They're just the 6th team in NBA history with multiple 14-game win streaks in the season. 2 of those previous 5 went on to win the title.
All right, this is unreal. I mean, not fake news unreal. It's real, but it's unreal.
I'll go with the fake news.
Washington Post, Mr. Sports Center. That's what they're calling this kid for George Mason.
I thought that was your name.
Yeah, his teammates are calling him Mr. Sports Center because he keeps making our show. And he keeps making our show because he keeps making game-winning shots. And Mr. Sports Center was at it again. George Mason visiting VCU. 7 seconds left. George Mason down 1. Otis Livingston drives. Otis, my man, no. It's Ian, my man. Ian Boyd there for the putback. And Mason, take another look. Boyd with the tip in. And this is not the first time that he's done this. Here he is. St. Joe's, February 21st, game tied.
3, 2, ball gets away. We are heading to... Oh, no! Ian Boyd! Another buzzer-beating three-pointer.
Oh, yes! Ian Boyd, wait, 3 days later against UMass, game tied. Livingston passes to Boyd. There goes game winner. That's 2 straight. That's when the Washington Post dubbed him Mr. Sports Center. And then Wednesday, he just cemented his spot in Sports Center history and George Mason history. In Los Angeles Sports Center history. Ian, we're broadcasting from Los Angeles, talking about you. George Mason, a winner, thanks to Boyd. Kevin Durant was drafted by a team from the state of Washington, but it's the D.C. Washington that he calls home. Homecoming for Durant. He made himself feel right at home.
People rely on the police to keep them safe. If a man really wants to protect what's his,
I'm sorry, Doctor. Is enough yet?
he has to do it for himself. I'm not a cop. Somebody has to do it. Who else was there?
You look much better. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
I will. That's Wish. Rated R. Everywhere Friday.
I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise to never compromise. I promise to never compromise. You can never make me. I promise to never compromise. I promise to never compromise.
For a limited time, get up to $850 back on the LG V30, V30 Plus, and LG G6. See T-Mobile.com or store for details.
Do you need the most trusted battery in your noise-canceling headphones? Maybe not. Maybe you could trust you won't be next to a loud eater. Or you could just trust Duracell.
For 100 years, heritage and innovation have made Gillette the #1 shave in America. Now get Gillette quality at lower prices every day. Brought to you by more than 1,000 workers in Boston. We're proud of giving you our best. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Cheerios can help lower cholesterol.
Good goes around and around.
Multi-grain Cheerios. 5 whole grains, a hint of sweetness, and a lot of good.
Good goes around and around.
Treating others like we'd like to be treated has always been our guiding principle.
Taco Bell's new $5 Cravings deal has all of Taylor's favorites, like the beefy 5-layer burrito, cinnamon twist, crunchy taco, cheesy gordita crunch, and a medium drink. It also has Brad's favorites, the guy who bought it. Taco Bell's new $5 Cravings deal.
Mine's way better.
This one's below market price and has Bluetooth. Same here, but this one has leather seats.
Use the Cars.com app to compare price, features, and value.
Sports Center, brought to you by Duracell. Trust is power.
those that live like a pro, GMC. And Taco Bell. Try the new $1 nacho fries here for a limited time.
Raptors have won 10 of 12 before they played in Orlando Wednesday. Both teams came out hot. First quarter halfway through, Jonas Valanciunas outside the three-point line. Every Magic player is watching him. So look at all that space he's got. He waited almost as long as Harden to shoot that. Valanciunas with 10, as the Raptors tied up. Aaron Gordon, he had 11. One of 7 players in double figures for the Magic as they take the lead. Then C.J. Miles. Magic and Raptors each shot 76% in the first quarter. First time two teams both shot better than 75% in any quarter since November of '97 in a Bucks-Grizzlies game. We looked it up. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes to go. Raptors up 1. DeLon Wright misses. C.J. Miles with the rebound, throws it down. Raptors go up by 3, starting a 13-2 run. Fred VanVleet from Kyle Lowry. 12 for VanVleet. Lowry, 17 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds. Raptors got it done defensively late, and they win it by 13.
Warriors fully engaged since the All-Star break, 3-0. Playing in a D.C. in an arena about 10 miles where Kevin Durant grew up. Now, last time he was there, he's held scoreless for the first time in his career because, well, this is why. He was 2 minutes into the game. Zaza fell onto him and forced him to leave the game. He played less than 2 minutes. He made up for lost time in this one. He had 16 in the first quarter. McGee the block, Green, Durant transition. Nick Young forces a turnover. Durant, Steph Curry play give and go. You go, yo. He had 18 in the first half. The Warriors up 15 after 1, up just 2 after 2. Durant on his hot start.
Go for a pretty hot start. Is that because he'll be at home, or is it just one of those things?
That's the first time I got on to us.
No, I'm not thinking.
Everybody funny. Now you funny too. Whatever Steve Kerr said at halftime, you should bottle it. Warriors have outscored opponents by 330 points in the third quarter this season. That leads the NBA. Our research is better than yours. Durant, isolated against one of the Morris brothers. John Wall did not play, and Bradley Beal did not play, although he played. He couldn't shoot it. Durant, Jan Mahinmi, he got, well, he didn't get old Wes Johnson, but the Warriors, 4-0 since the break. Coach?
Mainly fiery halftime speeches from Yes, just new Rockney style.
There you go, win one. Durant, 32 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Everybody's happy. Warriors win by 8. All right, I haven't seen the Durant-Michael Beasley conversation, but Stan said it was one of the best things we've ever done, and that's saying a lot.
Well, I don't know, not ever, but in a long time.
There you go. We're going to watch it together later on SportsCenter. All right, we've got a doubleheader coming up Friday. First, we're going to go with DeRozan and the Raptors taking on Beal and the Wizards. And then after that, who do we got? Graphic, show me. Karl-Anthony Towns of the Timberwolves going against Donovan Mitchell. Won the Slam Dunk Championship. Jazz are hot. Our coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7 on ESPN and the ESPN app. Tyler Clement honored during Creighton's senior night Tuesday. That's him right there. If his Uncle Jim had talked him into playing at Kentucky and had Tyler stayed there like he did at Creighton, he'd be the only Wildcat getting senior props Wednesday. Because for the first time since World War II, Kentucky with no seniors on senior night. Now that didn't stop Karl-Anthony Towns from texting the pic of his senior class that he and Trey Lyles and Devin Booker and Tyler Ulis worked a full 4 years in Lexington. This would have been their night. They did. Turpentine and Dandelion wine. I've turned the corner and I'm doing fine. Kentucky doing fine. Listen, it's freshman night every night for Coach Cal. Gilgeous Alexander there. He's good. Kevin Knox here. 38 of 50 Kentucky first half points were scored by the freshman. Some dude for Ole Miss got teed up in like the first 3.5 minutes of the game, so he might be watching the highlight because he didn't see much of the game. Quandre Green, the 3, he had 18 off the bench. And then Diallo, he hit 3. Kentucky's freshmen scored 81 of the 96 points. Get them while they're hot. Kentucky, hot, 96-78.
Arizona coach Sean Miller hasn't been with the team since last Saturday, following an ESPN report that federal investigators recorded Miller in a wiretap conversation discussing a $100,000 payment involving star freshman DeAndre Ayton. Now the university's Board of Regents have called a special meeting on Thursday to discuss the basketball program and Miller's contract. For more, let's bring in Myron Metcalf, who's in Tucson. Myron, what are you hearing about what could come out of this meeting on Thursday?
Well, Stan, it's a step forward. I mean, Arizona officials have been pretty tight-lipped about, what their plans are and regarding Sean Miller's status. But they're looking at, apparently, the legality involving his contract. So that could mean a number of things. It could mean that they're taking a step toward figuring out how to part ways or to separate from Sean Miller. It could also be just a fact-gathering informational meeting to try to figure out what steps they may take if they decide to retain him. But this is the first official move that we've had since Friday when the ESPN report was released. So it suggests that the people involved here are taking a step forward towards reaching a resolution regarding Sean Miller and his status with the program.
All right, Myron Metcalf with the latest Sean Miller situation from Tucson. Thanks, Myron.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, at Michigan State, Tom Izzo's faced questions about the Larry Nassar scandal and about his program's handling of accusations against some of his former players. More recently, he's got questions about benefits for Miles Bridges. Now, heading to the Big Ten tournament as a top seed, Izzo says he doesn't want to talk about any of that anymore.
We've emphatically cooperated with everybody on every search, and everything we've done, I think we've appropriately handled it exactly the way we were supposed to handle it at the rules of that time. Guys, we're not answering any questions, my team, anymore about anything but basketball. That's going to be it. It's basketball questions. I owe it to them, and I mean this strongly. I owe it to them, and I owe it to my staff, that we're going to focus in, because it's been a lot of distractions. I tried to do it as best I could do it for all of you, never cut off our locker room or anything else, but now it's going to be basketball time.
Also Wednesday, more fallout from the Nassar scandal. Scott Blackman resigned as the CEO of the U.S. Olympic Committee. Critics had been calling for Blackman to step down amid complaints about how the USOC responded to the allegations against Nassar. Blackman was also diagnosed with prostate cancer in January and wants to focus on his treatment.
We're talking baseball. Wait until they play real games. Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton carry bats. Be afraid. All other teams, be very afraid.
Oh, manatees, a.k.a. the sea cow. Oh, there's one.
Manatees in novelty teas? Surprising.
What's come at me, bro?
It's something to say to a friend.
What's not surprising? How much money Matt saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
There's a Russian program that trained young officers to seduce and manipulate, called them sparrows.
They gave me no choice. If I work for the government, it helps me take care of my mother.
You are better at this than any of us. Your only problem is you have a soul. If she's compromised, she will be eliminated. You'll never let it go. Make these men pay.
I'll find a way.
Red Sparrow, read R.
Art. It can be sculpted, bringing to life beautiful detail. Or painted in luxurious strokes. And in rare cases, both.
Red Robin is the place where anyone can dunk. Where parental pride comes in the form of bacon. This is Red Robin. The place where you can get messy. And you never get fried FOMO. So feast on one of 3 mouth-watering tavern double burgers. Only $6.99 each, anytime. With bottomless steak fries, of course. Let's burger.
MLS is back.
Seattle versus LAFC. Sporting KC versus NYCFC. LA